What's up, everybody? Welcome to Flagrant, and today we are going to begin with a absolutely phenomenal conspiracy that I heard over the weekend from the good folks over there at Ninjas Are Butterflies. They came to the show in Jacksonville, man.
Oh, fire.
And we were chopping it up backstage in the green room. I get them all sitting down. I'm like, I need some heat. Don't give me these like B or C level conspiracies. I need the number one shit right now. He goes, okay, you've been hearing a lot about the Boeing planes falling apart. Doors falling off, the planes aren't working, the whistleblower that might have got murked. And the public has been almost desensitized to Boeing planes falling apart. When I'm in a plane flying right now, I'm like, is this Boeing? Like, I'm concerned. And if a Boeing plane does fall apart, that wouldn't blow my mind. Well, you know whose jet happens to be a Boeing? Take a wild guess.
I don't. Trump?
That's how they get them out of here. if they can't, that's what he said. I was like, yo, because if God forbid,
we lose the great one.
God forbid, we lose the next prez, you know? But if, for example, Trump's plane went down and it was a Boeing, people wouldn't immediately go, oh, they killed him. They would go, of course it did. It's a Boeing. These planes are going down nonstop.
Yeah.
So are they inflating the fact that these Boeing planes are falling apart? Are Boeing planes falling apart more than Airbus? We don't even know. We just right now expect Boeing to fall the fuck apart. And if they can't get him out of here and it looks like he's going to win the election, he has to fly to Iowa or something, plane goes down, see you later, Trump. We blame Boeing.
Wow.
That's heat. Admit that's heat. Now listen,
hold on, let me add. Didn't Boeing get bailed out back in the day? So the government could be like, hey, we bailed you the fuck out.
You got to bail us out.
You're going to take a little hit, but we already gave you your money.
Yeah. This is the beautiful thing about conspiracy theories is it's basically, it's comedy without humor. But it's connecting two things that definitely have nothing to do with one another and making it seem as if they do, and you're like, oh my God.
And the pressure is off to be funny. You just have to make it somewhat logical.
Okay, listen, guys, what else is going on in the world? We got abortion, they're taking it away in Arizona. Like, what's the vibe?
So Arizona had a law in 1864 that abortion was illegal, no exceptions for incest or at any time from the moment of conception. And the only exception that was allowed is if the mother's life is in danger. This law is from like 60 years before Arizona was even a state. I think 1912, Arizona became a state. So it's an old law that also to give context, I don't know how much, but back then, moment of conception, they found out much later. They didn't have the technology that we have now to find out you pee on a stick and then you find out 3 weeks in. So that's one.
So a month, they find out a month.
Yeah, I heard maybe even later. I think I heard a couple months, but
well, if you miss
a period, maybe, but
you could presume.
So that law was, there was an injunction on that law when Roe versus Wade passed, meaning this law is on pause. Yeah. So 1977, whenever Roe versus Wade got passed, then that law, there's an injunction. And then since then, pro-life groups have kind of been working to chip away at abortion. Right. And then I think in 2002, they passed a 15-week ban. Yeah. So you can't get an abortion after 15 weeks. I think there was exceptions for rape and incest. I don't remember that part exactly. Right. But then this Roe gets overturned with Donald Trump, who said, I'm going to overturn Roe versus Wade. I think it should be up to the states. That's what he has said since 2016. Right. He didn't flip-flop on this. Since 2016, this should be a states' rights issue. We want to overturn Roe. I will put pro-life judges in the Supreme Court so that we can overturn Roe versus Wade and it can be a states' rights issue. Then in 2021 or 2022, Arizona passes a law that says abortion is illegal if like the child has like a genetic defect or you can't. And then also it gives human rights to fertilized embryos, eggs, fetuses. Like from that moment it's fertilized, this is a human life.
From fertilization?
From fertilization, from fertilized eggs, embryos, fetuses. So I believe, same thing. I'm just regurgitating what I read, but also seems like the same thing logically. So that law, I think...
The reason why I say that is because from fertilization to the embryonic stage, a bunch of shit needs to happen where you lose a lot of eggs. Yeah. So that's why it's difficult for the fertility clinics to stay open if they're held responsible for those lives.
And I think that's why it's a tricky thing for them. Yeah. It's like, it says fertilized eggs and embryos, which again, the fetus is very different than
It would basically cause the fertilization clinics to close down because they don't want to hold the liability of 75% of your eggs.
Oh, yeah, and they're liable for all those deaths.
Exactly.
Okay, fuck. Yeah.
So there's multiple stages that these fertilized eggs go through before you can implant them.
Right.
And through each stage, some people lose up to like 50%. Okay. So if the clinic is held responsible, since each fertilized egg is a life, they'll go, well, nobody's going to insure this if we're held responsible as if like we actually killed one of these fertilized eggs.
Yeah.
So in a way, the law gets rid of fertility clinics.
Right.
Yeah.
Oof, that's tricky. Okay, go on.
Then the Supreme Court makes a ruling that says that 1864 law actually has precedent over all other abortion laws, over Roe versus Wade, over the 2002 15-week abortion ban. So from now on, from the moment of conception, no exceptions for incest.
Oh, so it's like illegal.
Illegal unless the mother's life is in danger. Now, Trump, and this could be a very smart pivot, or it could be what he meant the whole
House
time.
of Dragons rule, where it's like basically if the baby's going to kill the mom, you can make a choice.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, then you can do it.
Yeah,
which makes complete sense. Now, Trump, again, maybe this is what he always meant, or maybe it's a very smart pivot. He said, hey, when I said states' rights, I meant the citizens of the state should be allowed to vote on it. Arizona went too far because the Supreme Court ruled on something and didn't put it in the people's hands. This is an Arizona Supreme Court ruling.
I think that's fair.
Which makes sense.
Yeah,
now, it could be a very smart pivot of like...
Especially the judges are not appointed by the people. So it's not going to be reflective of the democratic process.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Now, maybe when he said states' rights, he was saying in 2016, maybe what he was selling is by any means necessary up to the state. Maybe that's what he...
And it should be able to be changed by the state. If the state wants to change, then that law should change.
And if I had to guess, Arizonians, I think they want to change that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knowing a couple of Arizonians, I think they want. I think they want the scoops.
So the reason this has become such a touch point is because Arizona is the biggest swing state that has such an intense ban. I think Florida has passed, and Florida's going to pass on May 1st in force, and Georgia has passed 6-week abortion bans.
So anything after 6 weeks?
Yeah, and I believe...
That's snug, bro. That's snug.
It's very snug.
That's snug. Because your period can be a little late, like...
Yeah. You could also get it right after your period, so it's up to like 7 or 8 that it takes to sort of kick in and notice.
Yeah, that's snug.
And...
That's snug. They were good with that little 15-week or whatever they had.
15 weeks seems reasonable.
Right? Why do they complain about that?
I don't know.
You should know by then, yo. I'm sorry. If you don't know by then...
Yeah, no, 15 weeks seems very reasonable.
15 weeks?
I think most people would find 15 weeks reasonable, and I think that's what Trump wants to make. He's saying, I want to make that the national law, 15 weeks, which seems reasonable.
You can even bring it down.
No. Again, that's...
You can bring it down. We can bring it down.
Why?
I'm just saying we could.
Here's
we
what
can
I
bring
will
it up,
say.
though.
And this
We could, but like you should know. Like there are people who like they don't.
Also a tough decision for people to make. So sometimes you need a little time to think it over.
You might have a vacation plan. You don't know if it's going to happen.
Can you be honest? 15 is a lot of time to think.
That's
over.
a lot of time.
Sleep on it. Sleep.
That's a lot of time.
People don't say sleep on it for, hey, Alex, sleep on this decision for the next 105 days. You know what I mean? Nobody does that.
Right.
Sleep on it 105 times.
105 days is crazy to put it like that.
You put it.
Thank God I got the math right. I just had to reconfirm.
105 days is crazy.
Yeah, but you don't even know until day 40. So now that's shrunk to really 60 days.
Yeah, sleep on it. Sleep on 65 times.
65 days is crazy.
Yeah. So I think 15.
You really need 30 days. You really need 30.
It's like a refund at Best Buy or something.
Sorry. You need 30 after the initial 40.
Yeah.
You really need a good 70 days. If we're being honest, you need you should be able to figure it out within 70.
10 weeks.
That's it. Look at your man. Do we got this? No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think 15 weeks seems reasonable. I think 10 weeks
and then
seems reasonable.
Obviously for incest.
Yeah, so there's no exceptions for incest. I don't believe Florida, Georgia. There's 14 states.
Yeah, incest and rape, you gotta let
Here's
them.
what's very funny. Mississippi makes an exception for rape, but not incest.
That's fire.
Like, you're really playing into the
That's
stereotype
fire.
of your state.
That's fire.
When you're like, well, incest, that could be love.
That's
you know what I mean?
fire. No,
that's so funny.
I like that. Know your brand.
Yeah.
Know your brand. I like
That
that
is
a
such
lot.
a funny thing.
Is that true? They
That's
really
true. Yeah. No exception for incest, exception for rape.
Do you
get
have to
abortion for
prove
rape.
it's incest? Like, could you just go in and be like...
But that's what's funny is there's so much incest that's not rape for them. They can't bundle it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
most of the states, it's like getting your TV and internet the same pack. It's the same. Who gives a fuck?
most states are probably just like incest is always.
Yeah, exactly.
So we could just put.
Yes.
And then somebody had to go, I think we got to put incest as well. Because there's some consensuals out there that want to get rid of it.
It is weird you have to put both. You know what I mean?
It should just be
Yeah.
And that falls under the umbrella.
You know what the worst part about it is? The incest. You're like, nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think it's the right part.
Oh,
Yeah. But this,
brother.
Brother, what
Brother,
is this?
Do you know that? Oh, that's great.
Guys, it is.
Shout out to Grant. He always puts that in his-
Brother, Brother, This. Okay, so.
so this is kind of, I think, Democrats' only hope to really win the election because they're all saying this is Trump's fault. Even if Trump didn't push for this, he repealed Roe versus Wade.
Yeah.
He put this in the state's hands. This is what happens under Republican rule.
Here's the thing. From what my experience in Arizona, they are like gun Republicans
Yeah.
in that they're like, hey, we want freedom to have our guns. We want freedom. I don't even know if they care that much about like the government encroaching on their businesses and that kind of shit. Like, I don't even know if they care that much. I think they're just like, hey, we like guns.
Kind of libertarian vibes.
Yeah, it's a little bit more like even to choose to live out there in the desert, you're kind of like off the grid.
Yeah.
You know, you're
They're trying to
a
abort themselves a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think that extends to, I don't think there's like religious conservative
So what they're trying to
some
do is
other
get it
places.
put on the ballot, and if it gets put on the ballot, it will get voted down.
in a heartbeat.
Absolutely. And I think there are people who are trying to block it from getting put on the ballot on the conservative side. And this is where Alex was saying it's kind of fracturing the conservative party. Conservative party is getting more and more pro-choice and less like ardently pro-life. So now you got these guys, though, who are like, no, I did vote for this Republican guy or Trump or whoever because I thought you were going to outlaw abortion. I'm a single issue voter. That's the only fucking thing that matters to me. Now I feel very betrayed that you're suddenly backtracking. And like, you might not feel it with Trump, but Mitch McConnell was like, I haven't seen anything on this ruling. I don't know what's going on. Like, what a fucking non-answer that was. So you're looking at all of your leaders who you believed in and you might feel away. And now there's this kind of fracture, and this issue is so polarizing and such a single issue thing. I will vote based on this one thing that there does seem to be a splinter in the Republican Party.
Wow.
And this is the only chance this Democratic Party has to win, I think. Because they're so fucking weak and they don't stand on anything. But what I can tell you is you don't want that. And that's why it's becoming such a touch point and such a media issue.
So what do we think? Sorry, go.
The Attorney General also said, I'm not prosecuting anybody. I'm not prosecuting a patient or a provider under this draconian law, she called it.
You're
Like,
so good at this. You know so much shit. When you apply yourself, you fucking know.
I
You're
will
like
forget.
really good about it.
I will forget all of this within 48
But
hours.
none
I
of that
promise.
matters because you know it now.
Yeah.
We recorded it. It was good fun.
Yeah. I mean, you just know all these things. You said Mitch McConnell. I mean, I tuned out, but you fucking got it. Like it was incredible.
As long as y'all think I know something,
you
that's
do
what matters.
know it. You know all this. It's amazing.
Yes.
I'm like blown away.
Yes.
Did 1864 and all this other shit. This is
I had the
incredible.
year wrong, actually, initially. Somebody
What was the right year?
I thought it was 1856 and it was 1864. I just re-looked it up, thank God.
No, you said 1864.
Yeah, I know, but before in the bathroom break, I was checking my notes and I was like,
Hey, we don't know about the bathroom break. We know what you delivered to the people.
You're right.
Yeah, bro, this is incredible.
Deliveries.
You're right.
Like, you
Yo,
kill that shit.
70 days.
Shut up and make some drums.
I think 70 days is it.
70-day abortion ban, very reasonable.
Al, why so much? What's the latest one you did, yo? Yo, what was your latest? Yo,
So, real talk, as I was researching it, I was like, Al should have taken this down. Because there's a pill. I didn't know there's a pill you could take.
Yeah.
And then I was like, that's probably how he got it every time.
for how many days?
Pill is crazy, bro.
Wait, why is it? Wait.
It basically makes their body go through pregnancy. Like it forces the contractions. And so it's a painful process. Definitely get the nice little vacuum, scoop.
Hey.
But that's most, though. I think most are chemical abortions. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the worst one. Like, it's better to go for the nice little vacuum.
Yo, when you talk about it, like how they get it out of there, it feels like murder. Doesn't it?
Son, that's
When you
true.
talk about how they get it
What
out
are you
of there.
talking about?
What
You
do
got a
mean?
mass. Like,
Can we
you
have
know,
a-
we got to
Yo.
check if it's banana.
Bill Maher's getting killed for this.
Vacuum, chemical.
Yeah.
Like it just feels
They
like
have
you're
to
killing
chop it
something.
first.
Bill
Yeah.
Maher's getting killed for this. He was
What's
like,
his take?
he's like, yo, honestly, the Republicans who were like 15-week ban, y'all don't make any logical sense to me. The guys who make sense to me logically are like life begins at conception. This is murder. I do believe it's murder. I'm okay with it being murder.
Yeah.
And then he says a joke thing that like, I love
8
Sagar.
billion
Sagar
people or
yeah,
something.
Sagar jumped on. He's like, there's 8 billion people in the world. We could lose a few. And I think Sagar kind of jumped on that, which I think to give Bill more grace, he's just trying to be funny. I kind of look at it like, yeah, it is murder. I just think it's euthanasia as opposed to like, you know, when you kill somebody who's like terminally ill, that life doesn't. If your mom doesn't want you 14 weeks in, if she's been going through pregnancy for 14, 15 weeks and is still like, I don't want this motherfucker. I have doubts that that baby will have a good quality of life. Maybe it'd be better to just, for all parties involved in society at large. To
Yo,
just
you
not
know
do
how
it.
if you were on steroids, you get an asterisk on your home runs?
Yeah.
Can't this be like murder with an asterisk?
No.
Because it's not full murder.
I think that's how God looks at it.
Like you didn't murder a full person. So you know what I mean? Like if you murdered like let's say there was somebody who was like they're missing like half their body, right?
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Hold on, that's not the example.
Just no. This will be good. This will be good.
example.
Listen.
So we take a
What
midget,
is
you
it?
just get half the time?
No. Let's say someone's missing half their body, right? And like you chopped in like what you were accused of, right? Is like chopping up their body into pieces and like putting it into a refrigerator. And then like it came out, it was only half the body, right?
Mini fridge.
Yeah, it would be a smaller fridge, but you'd also be like, all right, he didn't chop up the whole body. Like, it was 2 chops. It wasn't even that many chops when you think about it, right? So it was like you had to do what you had to do. What I'm trying to say is it's not full murder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like full murder. And also like after a certain age, like if you're like 85,
Yeah, that's the example. If you kill someone that's like 109.
is that full murder? Or is that an asterisk?
Yeah.
Are you Barry Bondsing it a little bit?
Yeah.
So let's just talk it out. I could be wrong, but let's just talk it out. On the deathbeds, on the deathbed, you know, and you pull the plug.
Yeah.
But they're like, yo, you got a day left. Full murder?
Not even remotely murder.
But it is. You got a day left. You pulled the plug. You had a day. You had 24 more hours. Is that murder?
No.
It doesn't work like that.
How does it work?
Like when they're hooked up to the machine, they can stay alive just based on the machine.
That's what I'm saying.
They have as many days as they want left.
Nope, not this situation.
Don't do that.
Not this.
Give me a solution now.
Yo,
Give me
Saved
a
by the Bell.
solution.
What about that? Saved by the Bell. I don't know. I'm gonna throw it out there. Listen, what about Saved by the Bell, Al? So check it, right? Saved by the Bell is this. We're fighting, right?
All right.
I, just so that you feel comfortable, your ego isn't improves, you hit me, right?
Because we know.
That was
Yeah.
condescending.
I know.
That was condescending.
Well, if I was gonna let him hit me, I had to be condescending first.
Okay.
Or I'm very kind and I knock him out.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's one or the other. I'm still having ego too. You know? Okay.
He would blow his shoulder out if he
Yeah.
He's like, it's better if I hit him.
We couldn't even get into it. I knew we couldn't
What
even
is the
get
hypothetical?
The hypothetical can't even get there because Al and I can't agree who would win in a fight. Is it murder? Okay. So let's say hypothetical. We're fighting. You knock me out, right? But the round ends before the 10-second count. So I'm saved by the bell. Hold on now.
Why did
Hold
you say
on.
Max Gaethje? This
Hold
just
on
happened.
now.
This
No,
just
because
happened.
he wasn't.
Nah,
This is
he
the
got knocked
opposite.
out.
I see.
I'm saved
I
by
see.
the bell.
I see.
Okay, Mark?
I now understand.
Saved by the bell. All right? How does that work for what we're talking about?
I think you got knocked out, dude.
So
I
what?
think you're
But
unconscious.
did I?
Yeah.
Did
I
I?
don't know
Yes.
if he did. No, technically
I don't know
he
if I did. Technically, I didn't.
I think I'm on to 10 weeks right now.
I think I'm right. Hold on. I think I'm
10
right.
weeks makes mad sense.
Yeah. No.
But
10
he's saying
weeks.
it's still partial murder.
No, I'm
With
saying
you,
saved by
I'm
the bell.
very worried
No,
about
I'm
signing
saying
on.
the murderer got saved by the bell.
Yeah.
The murderer got
So
saved
it's
by
not
the bell.
murder. Not
This
murder.
is Zach Morris murder.
Yeah.
This is why, oh my God, I threw this out there thinking that this wasn't gonna work and we were gonna like retrofit it, but it kind of does work. You're saved by the bell, right? You as the murderer get saved by the bell when you do it at 10 weeks. You don't know if that pregnancy would make it all the way.
That's true.
So technically,
Yeah, but
you are saved by the bell as a murderer. We can't call you a murderer because we don't know if you would have stayed knocked out or not. You got saved by the bell.
10 weeks.
Saved by the
I
bell.
like 10 weeks.
Son, whoa, not 10. 10. Wait, what is 10? 70 days?
70
Yeah.
days.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. No, 70 days is tight. No. You're right. 70 days is fine.
Yeah.
I was thinking when you said 10 weeks, it was 6. But it's
No,
not.
no.
It's
10
2.5 months.
Yeah.
1 month you miss your period. Okay, maybe you're going to Vegas. You're having some fun. Maybe you didn't have a lot of carbs.
Yeah.
Something's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 months you don't get a period. You're gonna start wondering. 2 months, 1 week, you should be like, all right, pregnancy test. Now you got 7 days.
That's all. Snug.
I think we might need a little longer, bro. I think I need. Hold on. We might need a little longer.
Wait.
Because the first month is a mulligan.
You
know what
think
that
if you
is?
haven't had your period in 6 weeks, I do know that, thank God. If you haven't had your period in 6 weeks, you're not going to be like, hey, I might be pregnant. No girl's going to be like, I should take a test. 6
No,
weeks.
because they didn't eat that week. Sometimes their periods don't come.
Yeah.
Sometimes, dead ass, their periods don't come.
But they could take a
sometimes.
pregnancy test anyway.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't do it. Why would they?
Because they missed their period.
Because it's a 10-week abortion ban.
Son, that's important. But you don't take pregnancy tests for the same reason we don't take an STD test.
You don't want to find out?
You know what I mean?
Hey,
Too busy having
this
fun.
herpes is forming. I'm telling you, test or not.
But think about it. For that 2 months, they're too busy having fun because you don't have any period during that time where she's a little,
She outside.
Yeah,
But she's been nutted in.
all happy.
She's been nutted in multiple times.
She don't even know she been nutted in. She was partying.
Yeah.
She didn't know. It was like, oh, they was fucking, like, whatever. It's fuck.
Freak off.
It's fuck time. It's a freak off. It's a Diddy party.
Yeah.
You just getting thrown
So
around.
how many weeks do you think they need?
Say again?
How many weeks do you think they need?
Let's talk it out, because now we know 70 is really too little.
It's too little.
Based on the psychology of a whore.
Yeah.
Think about it. You getting thrown around like a trout at a fish market in Seattle.
Yeah.
You don't know who's nutted in you or who isn't,
Uh-huh.
right? You come 70 days. 70 days later, you're like, I should get a pregnancy test. Or 60 days later.
Yeah.
60 days plus 7. 67 days later, you get, I should take a pregnancy test. You take a pregnancy test, oh shit, you pregnant. Damn.
You got
You don't know if the guy who nutted in you was rich or not. You gotta figure
So
that
you
out.
gotta look into it.
You can't figure that out in 3 days.
What if he's in a draft class and you don't know if he's about to go to the league?
You gonna abort a future NBA prospect?
But the draft is in 3 months.
You gotta wait. So now, based on this logic, you gotta go to the combine. You gotta see the vertical. You gotta see the 40. You gotta see what type of draft prospect this guy is.
Yeah.
If he could go first round, lottery pick,
Yep. Keeping it.
let it grow. Let it grow. Let it grow. I'm telling you.
But you might need 3 more months. So now we're at 8
Hold
months.
on. We're not at 8. We're not at 8. We are at 10 weeks. Okay. We know that you're not really checking to see if you're pregnant or not until how many weeks? 60 days, 67. Okay? How many days you need to decide if the guy who nutted in you is going to be rich or is rich?
It depends.
I would say, if we're just going to be fair, and let's err on the side of comfort here, 3 weeks. That puts us at how many weeks?
88 days.
Depends on the time of year too.
That's
is
my point.
what
It's
if
about
they
12 and a half
taxes?
weeks.
Yeah.
We gotta see a tax return before.
Taxes are very important. Taxes are a stressful time. Can push it back a period even more. I'm thinking 3 months is safe. I'm thinking 3 months is safe.
12 weeks or 3 months. Those could be different.
You know what? You're fucking right. That's an actually really important thing that I learned after having a kid.
Yeah.
The reason they say the week shit is because 3 months is not the same as 12 weeks.
Yeah.
You're 100% right. Give them the months.
3 months.
No, we'll do weeks.
Weeks.
Yeah, weeks. It could be a short month.
Yeah.
It's a 12-week abortion ban.
12 weeks. Now, here's the thing. You're going to want an extra week.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
everyone procrastinates.
Also, you got to find your right doctor. You got to find your right clinic. You got to get the guy to pay for it.
Yeah.
He
Which
might not
vacuum?
want to pay
Which
for
vacuum
it.
are you using?
Which vac are you going to use? Now we're at 12.
And you
So-
might want to have a little fun.
So
You're like,
13
I can't get
13
pregnant again.
You might as well get nutted in. You
Yeah.
can't get pregnant again.
That's a lot.
13-week abortion ban?
Come on. Yeah.
But now you're at 13 miles.
Conservative.
If you're at 13 is bad luck. 13 is
Okay.
bad luck.
So 14-week abortion ban.
I think 14 is a good number.
14-week abortion ban. Okay.
They might
It's
have
not
thrown
real.
all this through, and the 15 might have been.
15 is safe for everybody. I think 15 is safe for
They
everybody.
really-
Includes holidays.
Okay.
Like,
These politicians be doing stuff.
see, we talk all this
Doers.
shit. They are doers. They make a difference.
Come
And we
on,
talk all this shit, okay, when we just need to shut our mouths and enjoy our rap beef.
All we doing is complaining.
So
Complaining.
15-week abortion ban.
15 weeks.
Okay.
What do you think about it? When they made that rule about abortion back in the day in 1864, there wasn't shit to do but get pregnant for a woman.
That's true. That's
You were acutely aware of what your period was because that was your only entertainment for the month. You couldn't read.
That's true.
You couldn't ride a horse. You couldn't do nothing. Make a casserole and wait for that fucking bloody Sunday.
God
What? What?
it's funny.
You had once a month. You're gonna have the strawberry shortcake. Okay, then once a month, that strawberry shortcake is coming, and that's what you look forward to. So of course they are aware of it. These girls now, what are they doing now? Playing Minecraft, right?
It's a little young.
Yeah, you're right. What are they doing then, Al? What are these girls doing?
Fuck. What's that? What's
Restaurant week?
checkers or some shit.
They
What-
playing
what are all the-
checkers.
all the people
Yeah,
playing?
yeah.
Checkers.
Chess.
Chess. Not checkers.
They playing
on,
chess.
They're playing chess.
Checkers
with-
Those are
is
good.
children.
With the NBA players, bro, they're playing 4D chess. You know what I'm saying? They're plotting, dude.
What are you
They're
saying?
plotting.
What are you saying?
They're playing 4D chess. They're
What are
trying
you
to get.
saying?
They're trying to get a kid cooking. You know what I'm
Are
saying?
you saying that they're trying to use these NBA players
Yeah, that's
and get
crazy.
pregnant with them?
That's what
Yeah.
you're trying to say. Accuse women of doing?
I mean, I don't think guys are doing it.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I don't think guys are fucking NBA players trying to get pregnant. In my experience,
Yo.
it's almost primarily women.
Listen, I don't
I
want to throw a wrench into this like plan that we've devised here,
Yeah, right.
but I will throw one more suggestion. The amount of time that you have is dependent on the financial situation you're in. So, if you make over $250,000 a year,
Yeah.
you have 8 months to decide.
What is that?
You're going the other way.
So 32-week abortion ban.
Yeah,
32-week abortion ban.
if you're a
I
woman,
think 32 weeks
yeah,
is good.
if you're a woman, you're making $250,000. You could support the baby on your own. It's not a big deal. Like you are not dependent on anybody else.
Yeah.
The only person's life has changed is yours. You should be entitled up to 9 months, to be honest.
So 36 weeks.
I think 36 weeks.
36
up
week
to-
abortion
Now,
ban.
if you have
Settled, dusted.
boom, you got no job.
Yeah.
You a stripper. You know what I mean? You get paid all
stripping's a
cash.
job.
It is if your job is all cash. You know, if you get paid tips, if you got to iron your money, if you got to use an iron for your money, this is a different. I think it might be a shorter period.
Okay. Okay.
And I think that I meant to reverse what I just said.
Yeah. I thought it was the other way around.
It's all
I think
good,
we
man.
solved it, everybody.
We
I think
did.
We really solved it.
We did.
Hell yeah, dude.
There's also late delivery though, so I think we should have like a 40-week abortion.
Yeah.
40 weeks, I think, is
10 months.
10 months.
Yo, that's a good point. What if the baby's late?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got to build a pad some time. 40 weeks. 40-week abortion ban, done and dusted.
How far off do you think we are from like, yeah, we're killing something. We don't know if it's a full human yet, but we're killing something. But we're okay with that. How far off do you think Americans are from that?
I just feel like there's like what's the term, cognitive dissonance or whatever? When it's got a heartbeat,
Yeah.
it's not alive. It's not a life. You guys are all convinced.
I just feel like we be gaslighting these Christians, man. These Christians are like, yo, there's a heartbeat. And then we're like, man, shut up, gay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
you
they-
don't like gays. Shut up. Why y'all hate gays so much?
Yo, that's
Yo, why don't you watch your priest? Like, they say shit that is true and is so
Yes.
obvious, and we just call them
1000%.
homophobic.
And then if you acknowledge it's murder, it's like, yo, it's got a heartbeat. So what do you say to that? They have nothing. There's no, I've never heard a
I'm
response.
saying we got to
to-
stop gaslighting the
Yes.
Christians, but we also just have to accept how we kind of feel.
Yeah.
That's
Which-
like Louis' biz. Like,
What'd he say?
It's killing a baby. But
Yeah.
women should be allowed to kill babies.
Yeah.
Like it's like women should be allowed to kill what's inside of them.
Yeah.
But it is killing.
Up to a certain point. I think that they should only be allowed to kill a certain amount of them. That's another thing.
Oh no, this is fire.
And
This is fire.
Let me ask you something now. If you found out a girl had 24 abortions,
God damn.
You got to take away that right? Like,
there's a number.
there is a number.
Like an advent
That's a
calendar.
kink at that
No,
point.
Yo, you're into it, bro. You're really into it.
God damn, that's a serial.
I'll give you a baker's dozen, 13.
So
Did
it's
you
like,
see the trans woman that was trying to get a uterus put in to be the first trans woman to have an abortion?
oh my God.
Dog, this bitch doing
What?
too much.
They trying to be hated, bro. They trying to be hated.
That's kind of fire.
They trying to be hated. No, they trying to be hated.
Why is that
This
bad?
bitch doing too much.
Why?
Yo. Come on.
I mean, it is a lot, right?
It's
Why?
just too much.
Why?
Nah, if you gonna go, go.
No, but
If you gonna go,
Man, yo,
go.
pro-choice and pro-abortion are different things. This bitch is pro-abortion.
listen, Alex is proof that you don't have to be a woman to have an abortion. That trans dude could have a million abortions right now. Why the hell does he need to be inside it?
Trans rights, bro.
Al will get them pregnant.
You know, imagine getting a uterus put in, getting pregnant to just have an abortion. What a
What doctor is doing that? What doctor's like, yeah, let's
what are
run
you
it.
even connected to? I don't even know if the power outlets
That's
work.
true. That's
Yeah.
true.
It's like the UCB, what is it called? USB-C?
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
What is it connecting to?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
Right?
what you wired it
The
up.
dongle.
What, for real, like we have to, is that even a real thing that they can do? They can put a uterus inside there?
I think so.
Yeah, we
I
can-
don't
Can you
know.
put a uterus on a dolphin?
No, let me look.
We're using pig kidneys now, so it's like we can do a lot.
But what's a kidney do? Kidney
Yeah,
just,
you gotta hook it up though.
we got a place for a kidney. So
yeah,
you
but
just
we
switch
taking
it
it from a
out.
pig.
Oh,
And it's working.
New
So we
Delhi-based surgeon would soon attempt a uterine transplant on a transgender woman. It hasn't been performed successfully yet, but people assigned male at birth.
Man, this guy just want to kill a trans.
I mean, yeah.
That's
Yo,
cat.
that is funny.
That is just.
That is
Let's be honest about what that was. Oh, I can put a uterus in you.
experimental surgery. Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like they're trying it. They're trying to make it work.
The Life Tour this weekend. We're in Nashville at the Grand Ole Opry House. Then we're in Austin at the Moody Center. And then Phoenix, we had a second show at the Arizona Financial Theater. And then the next time we are doing shows as part of the Life Tour, it will be Madison Square Garden. So, yeah, I'm really excited for that. It's wild to even say that is a couple weeks away. The singular goal, dream that I've had in mind since I started comedy. So I am incredibly excited, to say the least, about those shows. And I can't wait to see you guys there. And it's going to be special. We're going to make sure it's special. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming out and supporting, man. TheAndrewSchultz.com for tickets. See you out there, the Life Tour.
Also, guys, tour dates. This week, I am in Denver tomorrow through Saturday, April 18th through 20th. Also, the 420 show. I'm going to get high at least at the second one, maybe the first one, but that could be a fucking nightmare. So one of those shows, you should definitely buy tickets. May 10th, Los Angeles, we are fully sold out. We just added a couple more dates. More will come. But May 31st and June 1st, St. Louis, Missouri. June 7th and 8th, Indianapolis, Indiana. June 21st and 22nd, Raleigh, North Carolina. June 28th and 29th, Buffalo. Guys, get your tickets at akashsing.com. And also check out Gas It. We hit 2 million views in a month. That was fire. Thank you guys so much. So appreciate your support. I love y'all. Now let's get back to the show.
I looked into this Trump story with the trial.
Trial, yeah.
I looked into this story to understand this story.
Yeah.
After reading, and not only reading, talking it through with someone who has legal expertise, after trying to get to the bottom of it, I realized there's no hope. There's no hope. There is no hope for information ever again. There's no hope. First of all, I'm going to go through each one of you and just ask you if you know what the trial's about. Do you know what it's about?
The hush money payment.
For Stormy Daniels. Okay, so first of all, we all know the guy who's probably going to be president is going to trial in our city. You have no fucking clue. There's no hope. No, it's okay. Nobody knows. We all don't know. I didn't know the shit you were fucking talking about. I have no clue. When you tell me about the abortion thing, I have no fucking clue. I'll tell you right now. I know what abortion is. Sit them on a cactus. That's all I fucking know. I have nothing. I don't know anything else besides that.
Okay.
Okay?
You have never heard
Listen,
of
dude, it's what they do in Arizona. This is what we're gonna have to go back to now that they made it illegal, right?
ritual.
Going out there in the desert,
Yeah.
find a spiky one and go for it, right? So, I'm looking into this fucking Trump thing, okay? Stormy Daniels, I know. Okay, this is what I thought it was going into it because I just read headlines and I'm a fucking doofus, right? I go, okay, he took money from the campaign funds, and then paid it. That's what I thought, right? Because I'm an idiot, right? Not even what it's about. Okay. Apparently, and I'm gonna have to take out my phone that has notes on it to get through this, I'm sure, but I'll try to do it without. Okay. Apparently, he pays Michael Cohen, who was his personal attorney, $130,000. Michael Cohen sets up a shell company to create separation between Michael Cohen and Stormy Daniels. The shell company pays Stormy Daniels $130,000. That is hush money. That's, hey, be quiet about, whatever the fuck happened. Don't say some shit, okay? Now, it is the reason why this is a big deal for Trump is because it's a felony, right? It is a misdemeanor to falsify your business records. In other words, say that you paid for one thing when it was really for another. Trump said in his records he paid $130,000 for legal services to Michael Cohen. Mm-hmm. The $130,000 from the shell company that Michael Cohen set up went to Stormy Daniels, which would imply that he was falsifying his records. Now, that's just a misdemeanor. Mm. People falsify their business records all the time. It is quite common practice. Maybe people are writing off a fucking meal here and there that's not exactly a business meal. They're writing on. There's falsifications all the time. This happens all the fucking time. Okay. But
he's running for president.
He's running for president. And this is where it gets even more specific. In order for it to become a felony, you have to falsify your records. There's a couple options where it can be felony. Falsify your records with the hope to conspire to gain office. So if they can prove that he had falsified his records in hopes to benefit him for running for office, this is, I think, a New York law specifically. I don't know if it's available in other states. Then you can go, okay, now it's a felony, and once it's a felony, now we can put 5 years in prison or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. But it doesn't stop there. It's not only if they can prove intent to conspire to run for office and how this would benefit. There's another one where if you evade tax authorities is obviously a crime, right? So if you're evading tax authorities, so if you're falsifying records, that is a crime. And doing that to evade tax authorities, that is a felony. Now, anytime you would falsify records, it would be to evade tax authorities. So it's already going to be a felony. Yeah. So the DA hasn't even said which one it's going to be. He's like, we got something that's a felony. I don't got to tell you, but we got something. Is it illegal? Sure. It's going to make me vote for him. That's my takeaway. If researching this and seeing the fucking, and you don't think that there's at least a little bit of a witch hunt, We're talking about New York City. Yeah. You can't pay a bitch to shut the fuck up. Like, you can't pay her from your lawyer. Yeah. Like, what? How are we supposed to pay him, Alex? How are we supposed to pay him?
Use his own personal funds. If he used his own personal
funds.
He used funds from the pool that's supposed to be for running.
So here's my thing.
He doesn't like to use his own money for anything.
But here's my thing.
His fucking downfall.
Didn't he use his own money for his campaign?
No, but he still got plenty of donations.
Sure. But what I'm saying is, can't he say that the 130 came from his own money?
No, because it came from the pool. Even if he put his own money into that pool of money,
you can't say
still
100%
comes from that pool.
You can't prove 100% came from.
Up to right now, all his lawyer fees have been coming from a pool, from donations. He has not paid a single dollar of his own money for any of his legal fees up to date.
This guy has no idea what's going on.
He made more money after January 6th because they thought they were going to lock him up. So people donated more to him after the campaign than before the campaign. And he's been riding on that money to pay all this.
Okay, fair enough. What I'm trying to say is, it's not your fault for not knowing this. Like, I get it. It's really not. It's everything is so, the amount of work that it took to just barely understand and still get it wrong, this topic, that's every topic. Yeah. That's everything. The amount of work you had to do last night to just barely scratch the surface of Iran and Israel, not even talking about Israel and Palestine, just nobody, no human being could understand all of this stuff and have friends, a family, children, a job. It is what I'm trying to get at after all this is, I completely get why people just go, fuck the truth. I'm picking a side. Feed me the talking points. I'm a liberal. Tell me how I should think. I'm a conservative. Tell me how I should think. Doing the research, it's impossible. It's literally impossible.
Yeah.
Like, imagine you work 80 hours a week. Imagine you work 80 hours a week and you want to have, you can't, the truth is too hard. You have a family.
And then I got to tell them what to think? Tell me what to think so I can tell them what to think.
Think about how easy it was. Nazis, bad.
Great. Love it.
Americans, good.
Love it.
I'm informed. Now everybody's bad. Everybody's bad now. Everybody's bad. Everybody's a little bad. Everybody's a little good. It is impossible to understand every issue and still be like a decent human being with friends and like enjoy basketball. You can't enjoy basketball. Honestly, during baseball season, I'll be more informed. The second the NBA playoffs are done and we're in that like middle time where there's only baseball.
Yeah. Summer.
The summer, I'm going to be in the Hamptons. Yeah. I have no chance of ever being completely informed again. I can learn one thing a week, and I'll figure that one out, and then everything else, I don't know. What do we do? What do we do?
I don't get the part. What makes this make you want to vote for him now? Because they try to do the same thing on Biden. They've been trying to put charges on him. Hold
on. They've been trying to put charges on Biden?
Yes.
I'm voting for him.
Oh, okay. All right.
Whoever they put charges on for no reason, I'm voting for.
Vote for both.
Yo.
Yeah.
I got the ballots.
Get a mail-in ballot.
I got the ballots. I'm going to do that shit.
Right?
I'm going to do that shit.
That's fine. Then you vote, but then it's a wash.
Yeah, and then nobody can say that I'm anything.
People don't do
You're
that.
more American because you voted twice.
I voted twice. I care about this
most
fucking
American.
country.
You're the most
I
American.
care about it.
2 I voted stickers. You got 1.
Son,
bum,
who knows everything?
And the guy you vote for wins. That's fire.
Oh, boy.
If you vote for both,
Yes.
it's fire.
Yes.
Play both sides, never lose.
This is
bro.
voter fraud right
Watch
now.
what happens. Watch what happens. Right now, I'm saying I'm voting for both. Guaranteed. Biden dies next week. Trump's plane crashes. And now I can't vote for no one. And I got to learn about Kamala.
Damn.
I got to learn about new people.
RFK, baby.
Shout out to RFK. That's the other thing. Even the vaccines. Like,
I thought we're not cutting anything else.
We're not cutting it. Even the vaccines, I have every reason, even when I was talking to Joe, I have every reason to believe that we should ask questions about the vaccines and research it, and we should. We should. I want to do that. But I don't have any concrete proof of the bad shit. Mm-hmm. And I don't have any concrete proof of another alternative, right? So with RFK, like, sweet guy, great, multi-millionaire, can afford to educate his kids in pods, can afford to not put them in preschool, can afford to not put them in daycare, can afford all these things that are luxuries within the vaccine situation. Mm-hmm. The average American literally, they have to go to work. Mm-hmm. They can't say, oh, I'm not going to vaccinate my kid. And then who watches your kid? Oh, you're just going to get a nanny just for your one kid with your salary that's $50,000 a year while you're working at Walmart?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's not practical. Now, we should ask all the things, 100%. Mm-hmm. And it's terrifying. I'm terrified as a father. Genuinely terrified. Mm. Like, you never want to do anything to your kid that causes harm, and you never want to not do something to your kid that causes harm. Mm. You don't vaccinate, and then God forbid they get a disease that could have been avoided. Bruh. How could you live with yourself? Bruh. How could you fucking live with yourself? Oof. So you're terrified.
Yeah.
But right now, from everything, all the conversations I've heard about the vaccines, there is reason to believe that we should study more, that there might be some negative side effects of these things. Right. Obviously, the aluminum inside, right? But there hasn't been enough, unfortunately, research done to prove that they do cause the things that we're worried about, mm-hmm. which is basically some tism, mm-hmm. Right? So you're in this middle ground where it's like you have all the anxiety and none of the confirmation.
Yeah. Mm.
And there's so many people who probably feel that, but they don't have the money to lead the life of somebody who wants to be completely skeptical.
Yeah.
It's not cheap.
Yeah.
You can't put your kid in a fucking daycare if they don't have it. And this religious exemption shit, they don't give a fuck.
Nope.
You want to put them in private school? The private school goes, yo, kick rocks. I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
These are the rules. So what, only the rich don't get vaccinated?
Mm-hmm. You could have a coworker take the shots for you.
Say what? And even homeschool, like not everybody can afford to have a parent stay home. Mm-hmm. That's a luxury too.
Yeah.
You know, it is a
daycare is expensive. Home care is
crazy.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know. We're in this like weird amorphous time where like, yes, it's great that we're asking questions about everything. I'm glad we're asking questions about everything. I have a lot of questions, but we're also in a time where now that we're asking questions about everything and it's revealing the cracks in everything, we have no faith in a single system.
Yeah.
No faith in government. I have no faith where my taxes go. I don't know what the military-industrial complex is doing with the fucking money. I thought all the money was going to Ukraine until last month. Now I realize it's staying here. It's going to Raytheon. How is it that I'm 40 years old and I'm learning that everything I know is false every day? Give me rat beef. Thank God. Thank God, Kendrick. Kendrick and Drake don't even want to do this. Rick Ross don't even want to do this. They're doing it for us.
Yeah.
These girls taking dick from all three of them are doing it for us. Thank you.
Shout out to the homies.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then don't ask for fucking hush money like Stormy. Shut your mouth and let the beef prevail.
Yeah.
Like,
Bang different politicians and tell them about Trump.
thank you.
Yeah, that we're talking.
Do NDAs mean anything these days, man?
I don't know.
Now that bothers me for real.
Yeah,
that
that's
bothers
great.
me for real. That really, come on.
Do you guys feel at all what I just said?
Yes.
Is that,
Yes, I look at the 90s as being such a happy time. I'm sure it wasn't, but we just didn't know anything.
we knew ignorance
and
is
it was
bliss.
awesome. It was
Ignorance is bliss.
awesome.
And don't get me wrong, it's good we're talking about these things. There was a time where ignorance was bliss about what was going on with black people. Then Harriet Beecher Stowe wrote a book and people were like, oh, slaves got it bad? They literally were reading Uncle Tom's Cabin like, wait, slaves don't like it? I thought they like it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, they're
have
upset about
feelings?
this?
Yeah.
They have a feeling. What are they, people?
They could speak English?
Yeah.
Like they had no fucking clue. A lot of people up north.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's good we ask questions, it's good we challenge systems. That being said, there is a cost to it.
Yeah.
And the cost is the anxiety of not knowing anything.
OJ gave us a year of news coverage to not think about real issues.
Rest in peace.
Shouts to OJ.
Rest in
dude.
peace.
Bruh.
Shouts to OJ.
Rest in peace.
The juice, boy.
Real
juice,
talk.
boy.
We need it. We need a break. We need seasons, bro. How long is the NBA season?
7-8 months, I think.
God damn. What's the shorter one? WNBA. How long is that?
NFL, 4 months.
Okay, NFL's 4. We need an NFL season for learning. 4 months a year, we're gonna go in. We're gonna learn about Israel, Palestine. We're gonna learn about everything. We're gonna know. We're gonna figure it all out. Okay?
Yeah.
We're gonna learn about Hamas' perspective. We're gonna learn Israel's perspective. We're gonna learn about the whole history. We're gonna learn about everything. Okay? And then once the Super Bowl is over, hey. Y'all gotta put that shit on pause for a little bit. We need to go listen to some rat beef, okay? We cannot be learning shit all year. We got 4 months.
He had to research one story.
Yo, you know the crazy thing? I ain't even have to research it. And this is FA telling me to research. son. And I know it's not me, because I got a text from Mark. I got a text from Mark last night. This is my text from Mark last night at 3:45 a.m. Mark's job is to go research the Israel-Iran war. Mark at 3:45 a.m. text me, this Israel-Iran stuff runs deep.
It does. It does.
Oh my God.
I texted Mark last night. I said, I feel like we're in college again. I'm researching in the library.
Yeah. I also remembered why I wasn't a doctor when I had to research this topic. The number of fucking times I got distracted was unbelievable. I
enjoyed it. It was fun.
So
I started watching YouTube. It was just a whole...
Oh yeah, then you get distracted.
Yeah,
Now you're just scrolling because you're trying to break it. Yeah.
I remember the kids who became doctors would lock in for like 6 hours. I'm sitting there for 12 hours trying to research one fucking thing, and I keep getting distracted.
You might have HD, bro.
Yeah.
You might have fucking ADHD.
I might have the hood.
Yeah, bro.
I might have adhood.
You might have it, dude.
Yeah,
But
thank
here's the
God
thing,
the
we-
explanation at least.
we
If you had a
need
little
those people-
Adderall, you would have been a doctor right now.
Yeah, for real.
So here's the thing. I'm taking Adderall, right?
Love it.
Love it. It's great.
Yeah.
It still just makes me want to party. Like people are like, I want to do homework. And I'm like, have you partied on it? Because when I take it, I'm like, we need to party. Like we need to go to a Blondish show and I need to hear some techno.
It depends on the setting that you're in. Because like nursing school, I used to take it Sunday morning, lock in. I'll be in the library, dark room, all black, like a private room situation, lock in for 8 hours.
Really?
That's the only way I was able to.
And you enjoyed what you were consuming? Like you had a thirst for the knowledge? Or?
I just needed to. But that was the only way I taught myself because in class, it was just like, I'm not paying attention to this shit.
Yeah, I'm checking out.
So it's like that, the day before, the Sunday before each test, that's when I learned everything.
Fire. And it worked.
Every test was like between 88 and 90.
So then let's do it. Let's do one day a week. Everybody news gets 1 day a week, and then we get on the Adderall, and then we do 1 day a week, and then we have 6 other days to do whatever we want. It's too much to understand each story. It's too much. It's too much. No, I'm telling you. This is why there's no news organization. This is why there's no news there's not one news organization out there that tells you the truth. Everyone is filtered through an opinion, right? CNN is this, Fox is that, Daily Wire is this, The Atlantic is that, The Guardian. Everybody has their filter, right? The New York Times, they have their filter, and you have to. Because to do the research, to tell people the truth every day on a topic, impossible. It's not humanly possible. Bro, experts every week go on Rogan. Every week they go on Rogan. Experts that have dedicated their lives. And the same week, another expert is like, that's bullshit. I feel the exact opposite. I feel the exact opposite of everything you just said. He's a World War II expert. There's another World War II expert from the other side that believes in 100% certainty he is right. Rat beef. Listen to it.
Maybe we just need to tend to our gardens, dude.
What does that mean? Just take care of your house.
Just to tend to your garden, bro.
Listen, that's easy to say when you grew up with a garden. We have an apartment where there's a Dominican that's fucking banging pots and pans all fucking night long.
Stoop, baby. Tent
to your stoop.
Yeah.
That is why Dominicans go outside.
Put the pigeons outside. Say what? Do the pigeon clapping outside?
Yes, let's play with pigeons. You have to distract yourself.
Yeah.
We need distraction.
Yeah.
This is healthy. All right, guys, let's take a break for a second. 420 is almost here. And for the third consecutive year, Diet Smoke is back with an unbeatable offer. You see, Diet Smoke has sold over 10 million, that's right, 10 million edibles across the US for a reason, with options from 10 milligrams to 200 milligrams. They promise you'll find your new favorite gummy. Now, here's how it works. You go to dietsmoke.com to shop. You place your order, and in 48 hours, you have award-winning gummies directly at your door. Sounds brilliant. Plus, exclusively for Flagrant listeners, you use the code FLAGRANT420 at checkout, and you're going to get 25% off your entire order, and they're going to add a free gift to your shipment. But wait, and if you're new to Diet Smoke and you're not sure what you want, they got you covered as well. They couldn't have made it easier. Go to dietsmoke.com/free. Make a selection, and all you got to do is pay a couple dollars for shipping. You got to be 21 or older to purchase. You got to enjoy this responsibly, and happy 420 from us and Diet Smoke. Now let's get back to the show. All right, guys, let's take a break for a second. This is incredibly important. Let's face it, after a night out with drinks, we don't bounce back the next day like we used to, especially at my age. I'm 40 years old. Even a night of responsible drinking after shows can potentially ruin the next day. I miss out on the next day. I'm recovering. I can't work out. I can't play paddle. I can't do some writing. It's not good. But luckily, there is now a surefire way to wake up feeling fresh after a night of drinking. I know it seems impossible, but that is not the case with Z-Biotics. Z-Biotics is the world's first genetically engineered pre-alcohol probiotic. So when you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's this byproduct, not the dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Z-Biotics is a probiotic drink that produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. So just remember to make Z-Biotics your first drink of the night so it's already in your stomach, ready to break down that byproduct, okay? Remember, you're drinking responsibly and you're gonna feel your best the next day. Okay, I'm telling you guys, vacations, weddings, birthdays, reunions, whatever the occasion, get the most out of your spring plans by stocking up on pre-alcohol right now. Go to zbiotics.com/flagrant to get 15% off your first order. When you use the code FLAGRANT at checkout, Z-Biotics is back with 100% money back guarantee. So if you're unsatisfied for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. Think about that. That's confidence. To me, that's confidence right there. Remember to head to zbiotics.com/flagrant to use the code FLAGRANT at checkout for 15% off. Thank you, Z-Biotics, for sponsoring this episode and our good times. Now let's get back to the show. I've been actually following Rick Ross. Rick Ross is really good at beef.
Yeah, he's really, I'm impressed.
Like, I didn't even listen to the song. I tried to listen to it. I didn't, it kind of sucked, or it was good. I didn't even know. It didn't, but he is on that ass nonstop, incessantly. And it's like, he's almost Eminem'd it where like you can't say anything about like calling him fat. He's like, I know I'm fat. I have my shirt off all the time. I have my fucking tits out everywhere. Like there's nothing you can really say. Pears. I eat pears. He's made fun of his diet. He's made fun of everything about him. But he's really good at like creating like monikers and names.
Yeah.
Like he's fucking efficient at beef.
Yeah.
And the beef ain't even with him. Did Drake mention him that much?
Drake did mention him.
Not much, but it was just they have an issue with women. Like, I think there's a lot of pillow talking that's been going on, and that's because...
What does pillow talking mean?
Like, if two guys slept with the same girl, and now this girl goes and tells the other guy stuff that you guys spoke about.
I don't know if this was on Patreon, but do you remember when we had this conversation when I was like, yo, the same 1,000 girls are getting fucked by everybody? Was it on public episode?
Yeah.
That is the cause of all this beef.
Yeah.
So thank them bitches. Subscribe. Subscribe to OnlyFans. All the joy you're getting is from these OnlyFans bitches that every dude is fucking and they're all upset about it. The fragility of the ego.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's pillow talk going on.
So there's one of Rick Ross's exes.
Man, imagine Rick Ross laying on your girl. See all warm when you get there.
It's like a toilet seat.
She's in a slanket or whatever that shit is. What was that thing that you could walk around in all day?
Snuggie. There's a slanket also,
Okay.
But like a few months back, Rick Ross was one of his exes, and she's going crazy online, like trying to air him out just because they had a bad breakup.
Okay.
And she was saying that, oh, Ross doesn't even like Drake. He talks shit about him. And we thought she was just bullshitting. But it turns out that was all true. Because you can tell Ross has been waiting for this. He's been wanting to go out.
He is hungry. He's
He always is.
nonstop. What did you say? He's always hungry. But he's not. It's like every single post on Instagram. And then Drake got to kind of respond to it because Ross isn't a peon. Ross is one of the biggest names in music.
Yeah.
And somehow he beat the CO charges.
Yeah.
Like,
He took a play out of 50's book because both of them, when they're beefing, they're relentless.
That's what I was going to say. It's reminiscent of 50.
Nonsense.
Where it's just every social media post is so funny, cuts through it.
But what makes him good? What do you feel like he's doing that's like effective?
He is having fun.
Yes.
He is smiling. He's so silly. He's a cartoon. He should be like a villain in The Incredibles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's just out there and he has these beautiful fucking veneers and every post he's smiling. And you can't not look at him. He's got face tattoos. His chest is out. He's silly no matter what he does. He's performing at a prom. Most people would be embarrassed to do that during a beef. He wears a Drake shirt and leans in.
Yeah.
Like it's a plywood floor.
Yeah.
Drake tries to take a shot and it doesn't. He has like an invincibility to him.
Because he doesn't care. I'm not affected by anything.
Bro.
So his response when Drake dropped the diss, he's just laughing on IG stories.
Yeah. He's laughing in the studio, and then 2 hours later, he was.
Yeah.
And nobody cares about the song. He didn't even need to put out a song.
Well, the song wasn't, the stuff that stuck was at the end of the song when he's just talking.
Yeah.
Those were the shots. The song didn't have shots, really.
I don't even remember. I just remember now when he's going, he just keeps calling him white boy.
That shit is hilarious. It's funny.
Son, it's the simplicity. You think of BBL Drake.
Yeah.
You got a fake nose. His nose looks the same. I don't think he got a fake nose.
Yeah.
But saying it is hysterical.
Yeah, and now I'm questioning it.
Now you're like, did he get a fake nose? Now I'm like, can I?
If you look at
Where do you get these fake noses at? How do you take off this amount of time for recovery? I mean,
said he got fake abs, that's why you're wearing that shit on tour. He's making fun of Drake's body.
which is hysterical.
So funny.
The idea that he would talk about physique.
He said you got 25% body fat, but you still got sculpted abs.
BBL Drake is crazy.
Unbelievable.
So he's fantastic at making these monikers, and now he's got this like gravitational pull, right? And now the beef seems less with Kendrick, even though that's what we want. We want the bars for Kendrick. The Kendrick bars feels like it's gonna bail out Drake from this Rick Ross smoke.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Because I don't think Kendrick can do this daily Instagram taunting the way Rick Ross can.
No.
I think Kendrick is like, he's got his easel and he's got his oil paints and he's trying to make his beautiful painting. He's trying to Bob Ross it. But the Rick Ross, that's problems. You don't want to wake up on Instagram to mentions every day.
He's Gallagher and Drake is the watermelon. Relentless, every show, bang, bang.
And he actually caused Drake's probably only misstep of the weekend because he puts out a screenshot of the text that he sent his mom.
Yeah.
Because his mom was like, oh, I'm here and you got a no job. I think it was a doctor text. I don't think it's actually his mom.
Yo, mom, text me this.
Yeah.
And I'm going to respond.
Even even so, it was so corny.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, mom, he's racist and he's on some Monjaro, some shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
He's grumpy and shit." But I'm like, you trying to play the race card? You're half white, half black.
Yeah.
And you're calling this guy racist. Like,
Yeah.
and you're saying it to your mom. It was just such the corniest play.
Yeah.
But the diss track towards everybody, I give him that. That was good.
Yo,
That was good.
the Drake diss track
Everybody's saying
went
anybody
crazy.
who's
I
hating
didn't
on
catch
that,
it at first.
it's cool.
My first listen, I didn't know what he was saying. I was like, I thought it was all gonna be about Kendrick, and I didn't realize he got to go at everybody.
Yeah.
So I was like disappointed. I was like, I thought it'd be more bars for Kendrick. You're calling him short. I get called short all the time. It's not that bad. But then when I caught all the shit he was saying, I was like, oh yeah, he went.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit was flames.
The Metro one is the best diss to me.
Which one?
That's some Rick Ross type shit.
Which one?
Shut up and make your drums.
Yo, son.
Because for
Like,
Metro
why are
to
you
respond,
involved in this?
Yeah.
For Metro to respond, he's got to do exactly what Drake said.
Yeah.
Like that's so annoying.
yeah.
And
It's like
it was also Rick Ross shit. It's not go make a beat. It's just make drums.
Yeah.
So dismissive.
Yeah.
that shit was belittling, bro. I was offended for him.
Down the hard slide.
Yeah, but the bars were crazy. I mean, there was a lot of, double entendres, triple entendres that, like, once the internet started explaining, I was like, oh, this is fire.
Yeah.
The drop and give me 50 shit is great.
I knew what that was coming from immediately, but then to find out it had to do with the record deal.
Yeah, the TDE thing.
So he's to get out of his deal, I believe he had to either sell.
He is Kendrick.
He's Kendrick, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like Top Dog, the guy who he used to be signed to.
That's
to get,
TD Entertainment, Top Dog Entertainment.
To get out of it, he had to, I believe, either sell 50% of his catalog or give him like 50% of future earnings, something. It's
Oh, my.
That's why Drake wants him to release the contract, because there's a big like rumor that he's owes Top like 50%.
Didn't they have him in a 360 before that, basically?
Yeah, but everybody's in.
I think when you start out, you get in a 360,
Yeah.
and you're just so hungry for the opportunity, you'll take whatever deal is there because you think a deal is going to make your career. It's kind of like to what Russ was saying.
Yeah.
And then when you start making money, you learn a little bit more about the industry, you learn a little bit more how it works. You're like, okay, how can I kind of buy my freedom? But you locked up in these deals, and the way that it works is like, it's not for you to be free.
Yeah.
If we're signing 20 people and one of them might pop, and you got to pay for all 20.
Here's my one pushback with that part. Isn't that what everybody says happened to Drake? That's what Push keeps saying. The M's count different when Baby divides a pie. You signed to one
everybody
N-word,
was
signed to
eating
another
off of
N-word, you
Drake.
signed to 3 N-words. So that's kind of the same, like, how much of your money are you keeping in music? Is
I
the
mean, apparently
criticism.
Drake was keeping none.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what my
That was the case, but now Drake's out of his deal. So.
And I think that's the argument with the Kendrick situation is that he might have had to give up half to get
Future?
yeah.
out. Maybe. I don't know.
But like
I
the
think-
Swifties line, like, yo, make a song with Taylor Swift because you have to for the money.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Okay.
Drop and give me 50. Like, that's what his label's saying. Drop an
Yeah,
album,
yeah,
give me 50.
yeah.
I mean, it's just like really clever.
So
Yeah.
there's one part that I don't hear people talking about that it's probably the most disrespectful.
This is where,
part.
okay, I'm glad you're talking about
So-
this. This is wild.
So when he says he calls out Kendrick's wife, Whitney, and he's like, yeah, and it was like a play entendre with like Whitney Houston and Bodyguard song, but people used to refer to J-Rock as Kendrick's bodyguard, his muscle, and there was a rumor that Whitney slept with J-Rock.
Whitney meaning Kendrick's wife.
Yes.
Ooh, that's diabolical.
So that line, if one of it's true, even if it's not true, that's crazy.
Can we also
And
say
no one's talking about
And can we
this.
also say one thing? The whole reason he went on the shop and was like, I didn't respond to Push because I didn't want to be so filthy.
Yeah.
He did the J. Cole. I sleep better knowing I didn't have to do that. We got to look at that differently now and be like,
Well, no,
I-
he has responded to Push, though.
No, he said he wrote a song after Push did Story of
But
Addy
since
Don.
then, he's responded to Push.
But he said, I had a song.
No, we know what he said. What I'm saying is since then, he has had plenty of bars for Push.
Yeah,
that's-
not
that's
like
different.
Not like in
That's-
the heat of the battle, and it's like he said he didn't want to go that personal.
And now you went
Now he's going personal.
So it's like, he was like, I could have been filthy, but I don't want to have to do that.
Yeah, say
I
the
don't
real
do that.
thing, which is like you're just inflating this guy that you're so far beyond when you do with Push. But with Kendrick, it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's Kendrick is worth this. But with Push, it's like, with all due respect, where the fuck is Push now? It's over. So it's like and Drake is on top of the world again after taking the L in their
Yeah.
little beef. If he just kept beefing with this guy, you're just gonna keep putting air in his lungs. whereas not talking about him is going to silence him.
Also, I think Push is like legit sociopathic. Like Push is like, I don't give a fuck. I'll go wherever.
No, 100%.
And Drake was like, I can't beat that.
So knowing that he's going to go wherever, and the only thing that keeps the air in his sails is you,
Yeah.
make the boat stall.
Exactly.
Like you could take the risk with Kendrick. Kendrick, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because by beating him, now you're undisputed number one. Nobody could be like, hey, Kendrick is actually better. He's more of an artist. Drake is McDonald's. Kendrick is Carbone, whatever. But nobody ever compared Drake to Pusha.
Yeah.
No one will ever compare Drake
We
to
just
Pusha.
need to acknowledge that was some white shit to do. White girl
You
shit to
hate
do.
Drake so much.
Y'all gas it.
It's so funny.
You
now
hate-
that
who's your
internet's
favorite
calling him a
rapper?
white boy now. This is the
Son,
Yo, embrace it, Drake. You are white.
What's wrong being
Be
white?
white.
Why is that an insult?
I'm just
Yeah.
saying,
Nah,
I sleep better. You lost. That's fine. Just acknowledge you lost. That's cool. This, you are clearly winning right now. I also, as much as I'll hate on Drake, I will admit it and be like, yo, he's probably going to go down as the greatest ever. He's not necessarily for me, probably going to go down as the greatest ever, and I think he's going to win this battle. So I give credit.
So tell us some more shit.
we partially ruined this beef because on the Patreon episode when we showed the public about this AI music stuff.
Now
and
everybody thinks everything's AI.
Yeah. Like
So there was
when
a
this-
track.
So there was multiple versions of the Drake song that came out. I think what happened is, so he just laid down his lyrics and then sent it around to a couple of producers to try to put a beat over it. That's what I think, because there's a version out now that it's just his vocals with no music on it. So the fact that somebody can get a hold of that, most likely he sent that out to a few people. And so the first version that came out, or the first version that I got, where it was like, it was a Biggie sample on it, Get Money. And I actually like that version the best, even though he's not really rhyming on the beat too well. That's why people thought it was AI, because he's not really hitting the beat the way that he would hit the beat. And it wasn't a mixed, finished song. It was a leak. And so then I feel that he was rushed to put that second version out because that first thing didn't sound too great.
So-
I don't think he really wanted to drop the way that it was released.
Okay, so rush to put out the second thing, meaning
So now the second version of that diss track, I still don't think he wanted to. He wants Kendrick to drop first. He wanted Kendrick to drop. He's been telling everybody, yo, tell Kendrick to drop, I'm ready.
he posted that shit, posted his manager.
Yeah. So it's like, this is the thing, the leak got out, so now it's forced his hand. He had to put this out.
Yeah.
Now there's a Kendrick leak that came out yesterday.
Is it real or AI?
If from the internet, most people are saying it's AI. I haven't heard AI that good. To sound like the person, do different inflections in tone.
Yeah.
Like the bars are kind of dope. Like it's
That's the
hard.
thing that's interesting about this is that like you could, if it flops, you say, nah, that's AI.
Yeah.
If it's fire, you go,
Yeah.
that was us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if it flops, you apologize and take it off your album.
Bro, J. Cole might win in all this, bro. Everyone's gonna go at each other. Everyone's shit is gonna get leaked. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, this person had a ghostwriter for this, da da da. And then J. Cole's gonna be the only person sitting there unscathed.
Yo, that's true. Somebody came, I think Drake posted or somebody posted that there was a reference track that came out for one of Kendrick's songs. Then did that guy get exposed as a fraud?
That's debatable.
So what was that
Debatable.
story?
So that I forgot the name of the rapper, but and he only used like maybe 2 or 3 bars from that reference track. Most of the time, like a reference track, if they use the entire song, then it's like, oh, that's ghostwriting. But if somebody sends a reference track like, hey, here's an idea of how you can flow on the beat, and here's what I would say on the song. And if you take a little thing here and there, as long as you give them a writing credit on it, usually that's fine.
Got it.
But that guy wasn't credited on that song, and he did use like maybe 1 or 2 lines from it.
Interesting.
So
But then the
that's-
question is,
so
did he just take
technically-
it and then rap over it like after the song came out to make it look like it was a reference track?
that's what I thought.
I mean,
They could make it look like you have a writer.
Yeah.
By basically, after you put out your song, re-rapping, including some bars, and then putting it out and going, this is the reference track that
Yeah.
was released.
Same with the Yachty Drake reference track that got leaked.
Yes.
Wait, what was that one?
So there was a reference track for Jumbotron. shit.
yeah.
Oh, is that why Rick Ross is
That's
like,
why he was
Yachty's
saying
the pen?
Yeah.
So they're saying that Yachty basically put down all the bars for that track, and then that reference track came out. But then some people are like, wait, is this AI of Yachty doing the song?
Yeah.
And so it's like, no one knows. Because you can find any cartoon character
Hold
doing
on.
a rap of any song.
Hold on.
You know what I mean?
Does AI make this beef better then? No, because the fact that there's so much mystery that everything is shrouded in creates more conversation, and that's what we really want out of this. We don't want definitive answers. We want to debate. We want to go back and forth. We want to say this person, but no, this bar is actually this. Hey, this guy's going to come back. Oh, what we heard is there's a track out there that's so crazy. We want all the conversation because it fills up our day. If it's just headshot done, we're bored again.
True, but at the same time, it takes the win out of the sales if you're debating if the song is written.
Yeah, I agree with
That is
But
true.
it does force artists to perform. So like now, instead of dropping a diss track, you might have to drop a diss music video. Or you have to be like, yo, I'm actually just going to rap it on camera so people know this is from me and this is what I'm saying.
Yo,
Or you just drop it on your social page.
yeah,
And you can promote it.
I'm going live.
Yeah, and that's the weird part about this. So Drake has never officially said that song is me. Because when that first came out, people were saying it's AI. He's like been DMing people saying like, what's up, where's Kendrick at? But he hasn't officially said, hey, I'm putting this song out. It's not on any streaming service. And so I'm like, is it AI? And people, because it's getting good reception, he's not denying it.
Yo, here's a question I got.
That would be crazy AI to have all those, to your point about Kendrick, all those references, I can't see AI going triple entendre with shit. And inside info, that's actually and apparently
It
Maul.
doesn't have to be AI in that way. Like it could be someone else wrote it and then they use.
Well, Maul
vocal.
also, I think, before the song came out, said dropping Give Me 50 on the pod. By the way, Maul was being so funny. I was listening to him talking about J. Cole. Unbelievable. Shouts to Maul and Rory. But anyway, he said dropping Give Me 50 before this song.
Oh, yeah,
dropped.
they
So
They
it's
knew.
like.
They heard something.
Yeah, so he heard something and it must have been. I don't believe this is AI. And this is coming from the only guy who will say anything negative about Drake.
Or maybe they
the
made
world.
the AI track.
Oh, you gotta catch up. You gotta catch up, bro. You gotta catch up, bro.
Shit.
Yo,
saying.
how do I get featured in one of these diss tracks? I'm trying to get sampled. Do you have any advice on how to? Because I really want to get sampled. In one
Oh,
of these.
yeah, that was fine.
Yeah, that's
Congratulations.
fine.
Oh, that was sick, dude. That was sick.
I want to get sampled,
That
bro.
was fire.
Drake is the greatest rapper ever. Ever. Sample that. Metro Boomin is the greatest producer ever. Boom. Add that if you want to. Rick Ross is the greatest rapper ever. And so if any of these guys want to use that at diss track, just go ahead. Put it in there.
Well, Charlamagne just had like a lot of reasoning behind what he
Yeah,
said.
I know.
You just echoed the last word of your sentence.
I agree.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. That works.
Yeah. That's fire. I
Nah,
want to
I
be in
killed
it,
that.
bro.
I killed that. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah,
Strong
did.
agreement, dude.
I killed that.
Strong agreement.
That was nice. That was really good.
Bro, my phone started blowing up.
That
when
was
shit
crazy.
dropped. I was like, I thought I was on the album.
So you almost were. You didn't agree.
I know.
Yo,
I shouldn't
if you
agree.
agreed,
Why didn't you
if
agree?
you agreed,
Yo.
you would have been on that album.
Later
Yo.
today, we do Brilliant Is.
You gotta be. Just make sound.
It's gonna be Black Church, bro.
Bro.
Keep going. Talk about it.
That shit was so fire. Charlamagne had this great monologue, but it was just totally overshadowed by my agreeing. That's what everybody was
You're not a
saying
good
on the internet.
co-host in that
That's
way.
really what everybody was saying on the internet. Everybody was like, yo, Charlamagne had all these really interesting, thoughtful points, but when you just went, I agree, and then, I agree, the second inflection on the I agree,
Right.
oh my God.
That can't
with
be
the beat.
AI. You
With the
can't
beat.
AI
Oh yeah,
that.
Metro. They said I don't know if this is true, but the rumor is that Metro isolated my vocals and then really increased the inflection on the I agree. That's what. You good? You get? it. You get it. That was good. You gonna make it next time?
Nah.
You gonna make it?
Wait, but did they credit you on the song?
I am on it. Yeah.
You are? You
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
About to
My
say.
pseudonym. My pseudonym. Yeah. I have a ghostwriting pseudonym. Yeah.
If you're not credited, that's a ghostwriting.
No. Oh.
Just say
Metro got a ghostwriter.
Yeah.
You. That's crazy, bro. That's wild.
Yeah, that's fire. Anyway, so yeah, to be involved in the beef, like it's it's a very tricky situation.
You were kind of doing a Kid Cudi impression, actually.
What was I doing?
You were humming a little bit.
I am. I agree.
No, you weren't, bro.
No, don't
Future's
Kid
the
Cudi me.
greatest.
Don't Kid Cudi me.
Yo,
Yo.
you're fighting Cudi.
Yo, if that Kendrick track is not AI, he's not built for this. If that's him, if your wife gets called out in the song and then your response is that,
Yeah.
it's over.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Drake had so many fucking bars, and it was so well done. Do you think these guys are constantly writing things for their adversaries,
Ooh.
and then like just
They
keeping a
should.
note?
TMZ obituary shit.
What is that?
Like where they write up the obituary of the person before they die, and then when they die, they just release the thing first.
I didn't know that they do that.
You never heard that?
No.
Ah, that's like I thought. Yeah, like they'll write like the obituary, like this person died, they had a great life, this is who they are, da da da, and they have it for all the celebrities. and then once they die, they're able to just be like, this date, boom, be the first one to release.
But do they update it? Like,
Well, they'll just be like their life, everything that they've done up until that point.
yeah,
all
but
the same.
sometimes later in life, Harvey Weinstein gets called out for some shit, and it changes the fucking obituary.
Yeah, he's a dead guy, dude. Don't bring that up. Come on, bro. You're not gonna.
I mean, you're gonna bring that up, or you're just not gonna be the
I
first
think
one
once
to
you
release.
make it to TMZ, they start the obituary with that factoid.
Okay.
And then they just keep it going. Until
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But
I'm
like,
just
they
saying,
have a
sometimes
dossier.
you need to update.
Yeah,
You know?
but
Yeah.
you have the nukes ready, and you have the bars ready, and then they come at you, and you're like, boom, I got it ready.
Oh, what a horrible business to be in. We got to be first with death. Hey, write up an obituary for every person that's worth it.
yeah.
Oh, some producer had to tell
Some
their
intern.
staff
yeah.
that.
Yeah, there's an intern doing that.
So you're just writing about the people that you idolize and look up to dying. Angelina Jolie died of ovarian cancer.
Yeah.
What a sad fucking existence. No, she can't. She got that scoop. She can't. She can't. She did. I think she had a.
She died?
She had a
clitorectomy or
right?
something. What is it called?
She had
No,
she had
it's
the
not
breast
clitoris.
removed, I
No,
think.
it's not that.
She had a clitorectomy.
No,
She
it's
had
not
the
the
breast
clit. It's not the
child,
clit.
bro.
She had a clitorectomy. It's where you take away she take out your cervix.
No,
I
bro.
think she had the breast removed.
You're
right?
talking about Somalia.
She
You're
had
talking
a
about what they do in
she had a breast
Somalia.
one, and then she also had a clitorectomy.
No.
She has no.
Look it up
went
right
full
now.
Elliot Page?
She went full Elliot, dude. She got the clitorectomy. She got her breast taken. She got everything. She got it all removed.
We need to look this
Yeah,
up.
I need to fact check
The
that.
breast is called a
Let
mastectomy,
me-
and then when you get your pussy scooped out, it's called a clitorectomy. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, wow, yeah, it's a clitorectomy.
Hysterectomy, clitorectomy, it's close enough.
Can't be a hysterectomy.
That's removal of the uterus.
Yes, it is a hysterectomy. So.
But it should be
It's
her.
supposed to be a hysterectomy or
Yeah.
something like that, not a hysterectomy.
All right, dude. All right.
Yeah.
This guy, dude.
Dude, he's on it right now, dude. Sample that, bro. We got to put that in a song.
Okay. What do we got?
But no, so they got the bars ready. So when the
That's what I'm wondering. It was just so many. It was like so many good lines. There were so many things
But
put
think
together.
about it, like he's been off tour for about 3 weeks, so
And they've been
enough
building
time
toward
to-
this.
You think?
yeah.
Him and
How
Kendrick
long do you
have-
think it takes to write a song?
Well, we found out it was like 20 seconds with AI. It's insanely fast.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I thought it takes a while to like really perfect it and make it good.
For Kendrick, at least, they've been building. I'm sure because they've been building toward this beef for a decade.
so you think
got
they
some
are
shit.
keeping shit?
I would assume.
Yeah, I think they have stuff that they plan to say in the tuck ready to go.
That's
because
right,
they're saying this Kendrick 4-year-old track, and it's like I don't think he'll release that track, but he'll take lines from it
Right.
because it has to sound dated at this point.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild.
But if this Kendrick track isn't real and he still hasn't dropped, he's looking funny in the light right now
Yeah.
because he wanted this battle. Drake replied,
Yeah. What's
you
the
should
strategy?
have dropped immediately right after."
Yeah. Why do you think he's not?
I don't know.
He wanted it. That's what's weird. He wanted
this. Yeah, I know.
From 10 years ago, he wanted it.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm like, what's going on? And maybe he had to retool after. Maybe the Whitney line made him be like, "Fuck, I gotta go. Now we gotta go harder.
harder, you
like
think?
we gotta take it there now." And
Yeah.
maybe he had that for later, and now he's adjust. I don't know.
But every day that goes by, he's looking weaker and weaker.
I don't know if they got anything on Drake if the only thing Rick Ross says is that his nose is fake. You know what I mean? Like, if that's the only thing you're saying, I'm like, all right, that's probably.
Nah, something's going on because the way that all these people turned on Drake, he did something. Like,
Yeah.
he's fucked enough girls and pillow talk probably enough where it's like they got a lot of shit on him or a reason to not like him.
What I heard was.
What you?
What I heard.
This might get
was,
sampled. This might get sampled.
What I
agree.
And you know, now that I'm involved in this, you know, I am privy to certain information that regulars like yourselves might not know.
Metro hit you?
But no. But what
What'd you
I
say?
heard is that no, that Drake and his crew apparently have been like talking like tough guy street shit for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And like doing a lot of subliminals that maybe we're not even getting. So it's like really, really inside shit. And that only the other people that were involved in the lines back know. And so they're like, yo, what are we doing? Like, why are you acting street? Why are you acting tough? Like, we're all mature, we're all old, we're all making money. Enough of this kind of bullshit with you guys trying to act tough and shit, sending the shots. That's just what I heard. That's just what I heard.
I mean, that has been happening. I didn't even think that was a private thing. Drake talks about don't come to the 6, you know, my goons will take care of a lot of stuff. And that does actually happen.
Right.
There's a lot
I've
of people
heard.
that
I've
just
heard this
wanna-
is true.
Right.
There's a lot of people that just want to be in his favor, so it's like they'll snatch a chain and then Drake can get the chain back, and now he looks like, hey, I'm big boss in this town.
Yeah.
But there's definitely more. This is personal. Especially
I
Ross.
agree with
This
this.
is personal.
Yeah. Yeah, the Ross thing does feel...
The Weeknd shit, this is
The
personal.
Weeknd shit felt more personal than Ross.
Yeah.
Ross, I hear some people saying, like, this is beef that they're going to go on tour again, premeditated, which, I don't know, Ross is going a little too far with that, but the Weeknd shit felt personal.
Yeah. They've been not liking each other for a while. Because it goes back to ever since, like, I feel Drake introduced the world to The Weeknd, and he was supposed to sign to Drake's label. He ended up not signing to his label, then blows up. So that's Drake is looking like that at that, like, yo, I put you on and I don't get compensated. But then later on down the line, it's like Weeknd claims to be from Toronto. Drake says he's not from Toronto. They moved to LA. Oh, that was in that diss track. There's some gay rumors or references, like one of the managers of Weeknd's label EXO, his name is Cash. He is that guy supposedly in Toronto. He spends a lot of money, but there's some rumored stuff that, maybe he might be bi, So, yeah.
So they're talking shit.
There's a lot of personal behind the scenes stuff going on, but
Why now? Why now?
I mean, it's been brewing. This is like Marvel. Like,
Yeah, that's really good.
This shit
That's
has been
fucking good.
brewing for a long time. This is 10 years later, and now we're finally getting our end game.
Yeah.
And I think once maybe Kendrick came out and they were like, all right, now that Kendrick is here, I'm a little more comfortable stepping out.
Yeah.
If it's just me, I don't know about that. But if Kendrick is there, I feel safe with it.
Yeah.
But again, if that is the actual track that Kendrick dropped, y'all miscalculated the fuck out of it. He better come
I
with
agree.
it.
Yeah.
He got to go ether.
It's not strong enough.
It is crazy that, like, this is happening right now and people are like, it's war. And Israel, Iran,
I'm way more invested in this.
Palestine, and people are like, there's a conflict over there. This is war. OVO and EXO are going at it. It's war. It's Endgame. It's Avengers. What's happening in the Middle East? They're going to figure that shit out. Yeah. We got war on our land.
When Iran sent the drones, I said the most insensitive thing in the group chat. I was like, oh shit, Drake started World War III. Immediately, I'm like, oh.
It is crazy, though.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break real quick because we're going to talk about something that you hopefully never need. But if you are injured because of the negligence of another, you deserve to be paid. Look, that sucks. That whole thing sucks. It's really hard. But if you are ever injured because of someone else's neglect, one easy thing you can do is check out Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan, we talked about, it's America's largest injury law firm. Over 100 offices, over 1,000 lawyers. Wherever you are, they proudly got you. And they've recovered over $20 billion from over 500,000 clients. That's a lot of money. So, like I said, getting injured because of someone else's neglect is hard to go through. But luckily, submitting an injury claim with Morgan & Morgan is easy. So if you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless you win. I'm going to repeat that because it's worth repeating. Their fee is free unless you win. So for more information, go to forthepeople.com/flagrant or pound law, which is pound 529 from your cell phone. That is FORthepeople.com/flagrant or pound law, pound 529 from your cell. This is a paid advertisement. Now let's get back to the show. All right, guys, we're going to take a break real quick because we got to talk to you about this bad boy right here. This is incredibly important for some of you who have a bad habit that we can't name because of YouTube rules. And instead of this high quality wooden product you see in my hand, you see maybe like a rolled tobacco or like an electronic thing. Can't say the names. But anyway, you need to quit that habit. And quitting cold turkey is hard. It's fucking hard. People fail over and over again. You know what's easier than quitting that bad habit? Just replacing it with something that's not bad for you. That's where Fume comes in. Fume is an innovative, award-winning flavored air device that uses flavored air instead of vapor. And instead of electronics, is completely natural. And instead of the harmful chemicals that are in those other products, Fume just uses delicious flavors. You get what I'm saying? Instead of bad, Fume is good. It's a habit you are free to enjoy and makes replacing your bad habit easy. It also has a nice weight to it. Quality, craftsmanship, and it comes with an adjustable airflow dial, which I love fidgeting with, movable parts, helps if you're feeling a little anxious or you just, you move a lot, you fidget a lot, this helps burn off some of that energy. Tastes fantastic, feels fantastic, looks fantastic, and they just released a magnetic stand for your fume so you don't lose it around the house anymore. You just place it on the magnetic stand. You can even spin it around on there. Again, fidget away, my friend. So, guys, we're in April. Get your shit together in 2024 with The Good Habit by going to tryfume.com/flagrant and getting the Journey Pack today. Also, Fume is giving listeners of this show 10% off when they use our code FLAGRANT to help make starting The Good Habit that much easier. Again, that is tryfum.com/flagrant. Now let's get back to the show.
Yeah.
What is happening over there?
World War III bucked off, dude. That's what all the.
What you got? What exactly happened over the weekend?
That's what all the news said. They're basically like, look, Iran fired a bunch of drones, ballistic missiles, cruise missiles into Israel.
Okay.
That was the headline. World War III is going crazy. First time that these two nations, despite proxy wars and tension, that they've actually been direct attack ever in history.
Wow. Okay.
So that's like a big deal.
So in other words, Israel's never directly attacked Iran. Iran's never directly attacked Israel. They've both attacked their positions in other countries, i.e. Syria.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So Iran maybe blew up some Israeli sites in Syria. Israel blew up, I think, the embassy or something there. Mm-hmm. Okay, got it.
So that's the headline is like, boom, World War III is happening. This is
and why is this
on.
World War III?
Because these two nations, one, they're both sovereign and both they have a lot of military power. Obviously, Israel has all of America. They got nuclear weapons. Iran is working on a nuclear program. Some people believe they have nuclear weapons. Some people believe they can contract nuclear weapons through North Korea. So it's like potentially two nuclear powers potentially nuclear powers going at it in like a hot war.
Right. And they all have allies that are supposed to step in. Because if the boys are going to war, then you got to be there for the boys.
Right.
That's the idea. Okay.
So why is this happening? The real answer goes back fucking 1,000 years. But like the close answer for why it's happening right now is that on April 1st, Israel attacked an embassy in Damascus in Syria.
Yeah.
An Iranian embassy.
Got it.
So it depends on how you look at it.
Right.
So
Give me all the looks.
So it's like, depending on the perspective you want to take, which again, this is
all
like
right, who do we take? Who do you want to go first?
Okay. I guess you could take Iran's perspective.
Yeah, let's go Iran's first.
Iran's perspective
End
is,
with the good guys.
Wait, what?
There's an embassy in Syria, all right? Embassies typically under international law are like sovereign soil. Like these are our nations. And if you attack an embassy, then
it's
you're
like
basically attacking the country.
a nation.
And there's like different kind of rules on this. Embassies have been attacked in the past, historically.
Our embassy got attacked.
Shout
out Hillary Clinton, handled that beautifully.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like Israel's embassy in Argentina got attacked in the 90s from Iran. Like a bunch of people, it's like this has happened before and it hasn't really been considered war, but under international law it is. So if you attack an embassy, not a good look. So basically Iran's like, yo, you just attacked our embassy. What the fuck? We have to retaliate.
And why'd they attack it?
So Israel's perspective is that they basically got intelligence that there's 7 high-ranking IRGC, like basically Iranian government officials in one building. Now the building is technically the consulate next to the embassy.
Whoa.
So it's like an annex that's rented by the
embassy.
Yeah, by the embassy.
So it's not. So technically, they're like, it's not technically the embassy.
But it's
not technically the embassy. You were renting it.
If you check the
it's not war.
Records, look at the town, but technically,
look at it.
Yeah. So basically, they attacked the building right next to the embassy.
Yeah. Shouldn't have been in the consulate.
Yeah.
Should have stayed in the embassy. If I were you.
They killed 7 high-ranking Iranian officials, 2 civilian casualties. Technically, I was like read dubious reports on that. Like goes either way, but I think two civilians. One of the Iranian officials that died was like a high-ranking dude that allegedly, from Israeli intelligence, was an architect of the October 7th attacks.
My understanding is that maybe a couple of them were also working with the
Yeah, so a bunch of them were basically alleged to be like arms dealers and like
for Hezbollah.
Yeah, and like basically supply chain operatives for Hezbollah and Hamas.
And Hezbollah, the issue is obviously the concern is up north in Lebanon where they're positioned. So if the rockets are getting fired from the drones or anything is getting fired from up north of Israel, they're like, okay, if we can cut that off. Now, I don't know if that does end up cutting it off, I think you can just slide another person into that position.
Depends
But
on
that's
how valuable these people are. According to obviously Israel's actions, it seems like they saw these targets were high value and hard to replace.
Right.
And they're all in the same place at one time. So they're trying to launch like a surgical attack to neutralize these 7 high value targets to try to stop money and weapons
flowing into
Hezbollah in Lebanon, and also getting retaliation for what some people believe was an architect for October 7th. So that's why Israel did it.
Okay.
So now Iran's like, okay, you just attacked our embassy. We can't look pussy and be like, all right, you killed our guys. So now Iran's in a tricky position, right? They get attacked and they're like, okay, if we launch a full-fledged war with Israel,
America comes in.
America's getting
now
involved.
we're at war with America.
This is a huge problem. But if we do nothing,
then everybody thinks we pussy.
Exactly.
Can't have the world thinking we pussy because we got these huge oil reserves.
Yeah.
And if
that's valid.
they start thinking that we pussy, we're not going to defend ourselves, then all of a sudden these oil reserves ain't going to be Iranian anymore. They're going to be whoever really wants it.
So they all link up. Ayatollah's in there. They're all talking. Do we do a diss track? What's the move, right?
Yeah.
So they basically are like, all right, we're going to launch a bunch of drones.
We're going to launch the easiest things to get shot down ever.
And we're going to do a press conference 72 hours before.
Yeah.
So we're going to do this press conference and we're going to be like, hey, and again, even this is disputed whether you're on like the left or right within Iran and Israel.
Yeah.
So like people on the right in Israel would be like, no, this was an aggravated attack. They were trying to kill civilians and they're declaring war, a direct war, not a proxy war on Israel.
Right.
And they're saying, like, if you look at the types of missiles that were used, there's cruise missiles, there were ballistic missiles. These are like fast, like these are hard to intercept. These are trying to kill people.
Yep.
If you look at kind of like the left side, they'd be like, look, they're not really trying to kill people.
They're letting you know.
They're letting you know. They're giving.
It's also launching from Iran, so it takes time to get there. Remember, Iran's not next door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a.
It's got to fly over Jordan. It's got to go. It's got to go a long way. So they basically hold a press conference. They're like, hey, we're launching these things. They some people think they tipped off Netanyahu. Some people think they tipped off the Americans. Like, hey, these drones are coming. Just so you know, they launch all of them. And they don't overwhelm one specific area. They kind of launch it in like a disparate kind of attack so that it's easier to neutralize. Like if they were trying, some people are saying if they're trying to like hit something specific, they would overwhelm one specific area that the Iron Dome couldn't try to neutralize. So,
and the way the Iron Dome essentially functions is sends its own missile up and hits the target in the air, right? So if you launch it all in one specific area, maybe those
you can overwhelm the system.
Exactly. So that something would go through. Again, this is a potential take. Obviously, if you're there in Israel, you're seeing these missiles launch. It looks pretty fucking hot. It looks pretty real to you.
Yeah.
Right? Looks like something's going to land. Did anything land?
So 99% of the missiles were intercepted.
Okay.
Missiles and drones. I'm using that word interchangeably. 99% were intercepted. Some did land. And there were no casualties. One like young girl was injured, but I think she's in a stable condition.
I think there was some damage to a military base.
Military base, like an air base in one of the deserts. I forget the name of it. Was also damaged, but no casualties. And so it's like, and then Iran. It seems like based off their press release, which came out on Twitter, which is just like so funny to me. The like countries are like communicating through Twitter. They did like all caps, like America, stay out of it. Who's in control? Is my dad on Twitter? Like, is he the one tweeting this? But basically, they're saying we're completely happy with this attack. Like, this is exactly what we wanted. This is concluded, and
we're moving on.
And we're moving on. Like, everyone shut up. And so it seems like they were happy with 99% interception and that no one got injured, which indicates to me that Iran didn't really want to hit a bunch of targets and didn't want
They're
to
trying to puff their chest. They're trying to save face.
We just can't look pussy.
We can't look pussy 100%.
Yeah.
Nobody died, so you got no reason to come back to us. We look like we got our get back.
Yeah.
You don't really need to get back. We made you spend a lot of money. I think because there's another component to this, which is the financial side.
Which is wild.
So they shot, and now they're saying no beef?
They're saying, hey, we got our get back. Like, you killed our guys and you attacked our embassy.
J. called it.
They really J.
Well,
Cole
they just went straight. Well, they were just like, look, we're even. It's a wash.
Yeah. They did. Yeah, they did J. Cole it, but they didn't go, we're sorry for doing that. J. Cole was like, I should have never done this on my character.
Oh, okay.
They were like, we got you back, didn't we?
And didn't they shoot
seems
at
like
the building with the Red Heifer building?
There were missiles intercepted over it, but it doesn't look like they were directly targeting it.
Oh,
but I don't know exactly what the targets were.
Because they too believe in the Dome of the Rock. Like this is a,
So
obviously a historic site for them. And
but that's why I'm like, why would they shoot?
It seems like they're like, hey, we went back at you. And now, so it's like, this wasn't.
Yeah. And Iran, it doesn't seem like wants a direct.
What'd you just say?
Like, you see, I was winking at Al. I was like, oh, we got you back.
If you don't see the wink, then you just don't understand that.
I just heard Akash have a stroke. I was like, what the fuck is happening? He said, hey, you. We get back to you.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem like Iran wants like a direct, aggravated like world war with Israel and America. It seems like they want to retaliate as a show of force. Their economy is not doing good, and the Ayatollah doesn't have a ton of support from the public,
right,
from the Iranian people.
Yeah.
So he's not like in a position to be like, all right, we're doing a ground invasion.
Yeah.
So now we're in a position where Israel, and it seems like Netanyahu can actually use this as leverage. Like Netanyahu's kind of like, yo, we don't hate this idea of some type of direct conflict with Iran. It's from the analysts that I've listened to, the stuff that I've read, because he's now able to use this to deflect from what's happening in Gaza. And the second biggest, and maybe the biggest enemy to Israel that's not Hamas is Western media and like the perception of the West.
Yeah.
So now he's able to be like, dude, we're getting attacked from this major nation that has potentially nuclear warheads. Like, look at us. We're fucking getting rinsed over here. We got to do something.
Yeah.
And so they can get potentially more money. They can get more support from the West. And now you have more politicians like, yo, we gotta back them up.
And the West has sympathy for Gaza. It does not have sympathy for Iran.
Yeah.
Right.
It does not have sympathy for the leadership that constantly say death to America or death to the West.
Yeah.
So it is going to be very hard to justify supporting Iran over Israel in this situation. So even if there are people who in America who do not like Israel, they dislike Iran more, and your enemy of your enemy is your friend. So it is. It could be.
Yeah. Netanyahu can potentially delay elections too, so we can kind of preserve power a little bit.
That's what he needs to do, I think, because I think October 6th, 7th, he used as kind of like, hey, this is good PR for us. We're going to run with this. And then that kind of faded. And then the West mainly seems like they've switched and been like, what the fuck are y'all doing? And now that same thing could apply here. But at a certain point, people will start to be like, guys, they sent that there. That was a bullshit attack. You're just using, you know what I mean? Like over time, the PR war doesn't last. This thing only lasts for a moment in time. The sympathy you have.
Netanyahu said he's going to get his get back in a strong way.
That's what he said. He said, we're going to retaliate. And America basically said, we're not going to participate in the retaliation. So they were like, it's up to you, whatever you're going to do. But it seems like America's trying to tell them like, yo, chill.
Yeah.
And so it depends on if they want to escalate. It seems like
it doesn't really matter if America participates in the retaliation. It matters if America defends Israel from what Iran will do next.
Which they probably will.
Okay, so then they have carte blanche to do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Right?
Which is the argument.
So it's like, yeah, go on, do your thing, do whatever you want, as long as daddy is here to bail you out when shit hits the fucking fan.
But that's basically their bluff to say, will America defend us like they have? So like even in this attack, the money is interesting that you brought up. So it seems like Iran shot, I forget how many, like a couple hundred like drones, ballistic missiles. Some people put the total of like $6 to $10 million for that attack.
Yeah.
And then the missile defense
from
Iron Dome. But the majority of the missiles, it seems like from what I've read, were shot down from American fighter jets.
It was, because the Houthis, I think, also launched some, and I think the Hezbollah also launched at the same time.
Right.
So it's American fighter jets. There's, I believe, Jordan,
and then some people allege Saudi Arabia, but it's not positive whether or not Saudi Arabia
I think
did.
Egypt too.
Yeah.
But there was other countries that were supportive of this. And it makes sense. If the missiles are flying over your country, you don't want to take any risk.
They neutralize stuff in their airspace.
Yeah.
And it's also interesting for Iran to basically say, oh, which countries are going to shoot down our shit. So they get to kind of test like, we're waging some type of hot war. Which countries are letting it happen and which ones are going to shoot down our missiles.
And I don't know if they can get this data, but it would be quite interesting that they're learning where all the anti-missile defense systems are. So not just the Iron Dome. They learned where their missiles can get shot down from Egypt, from Jordan, from any other place in the pathway. And I don't know if that data is present. I don't know if there's some way where like the drones themselves can see a missile coming and from where it was shot, but they would have the locations. And I don't know if that changes routing, but that could be valuable data for them for war in the future.
Yeah, I'm sure they're pulling intelligence. But it seems like the defense, again, the attack was like 6 to 10 mil. The defense, depending on which source, was like 1.6 billion.
Jesus Christ. So
it's super expensive.
So it's a money game. And that's the thing about wars. Like war is a money game as well. We think once we get into war that shit is just free.
Yeah.
Right? But you need to pay for each bullet. You need to pay for each bomb. You need to pay for each drone. And I think that was what happened with the proxy war in Afghanistan between the U.S. and Russia, where basically we armed, I think, Afghani soldiers with these like anti-helicopter missiles. They were like that you could use from the ground. You just throw it up on your shoulder. So a helicopter costs millions of dollars. One of these missiles costs thousands.
Yeah.
Eventually, Russia's like, this is too expensive. We can't have our helicopters shot down every single fucking time with these $1,000 missiles.
Yeah.
So there is a version where it's a war of financial attrition.
Yeah.
But why such the big difference?
I also got the numbers as estimates. It wasn't like officially released, so there might not be. It might not be those exact numbers, but it's a really, really disparate.
I can also see
amount.
blindly sending a weapon, as opposed to intercepting that weapon at an exact point in time and making sure they collide. That just takes a lot more technology. You see what I'm saying?
The cost of shooting a gun versus if you had a gun that you could shoot that then would hit the bullet of the gun coming at you.
Yeah, but that system is already in place. I'm sure it's money to keep maintaining it, but still, it's like the cost really is just the missile that went up to defend it. Or to like shoot it down.
I understand what you're saying. It's the intelligence. And the intelligence you pay for once. And then you just have to put that intelligence into whatever missile it is. I understand where he's coming from. But let's just assume right now that it is more expensive for some reason. There is that financial liability that Jordan, Israel, America, maybe Saudi, maybe Egypt have to take on. And how much longer will they take it on? That's the question.
Yeah.
Could it also be a shot to Israel like, look, you're going to shoot all these down, but it's going to be expensive. If you're going to try to kill our people, just know that that shit is going to cost you. Like Israel specifically, don't do this again because it's not worth it financially for you to kill our people.
No, it's the other way expensive.
Israel had to pay 1.6 billion, right?
Yes.
So Iran could be saying to Israel, look, if you kill our people, we're going to make you spend a lot of money. We might not go to war with you, but you're going to spend a lot of fucking money and it won't be worth it.
I got you. Yeah. I mean, there's a version of it. I mean, you only have so much money for a military budget. So, I don't know. So what do we think happens?
So now we wait basically for Israel to retaliate.
And do you think they will? Because it seems like the U.S. is like, yo, chill the fuck out.
It depends when. So people are even speculating like, with Passover, like would they try to instigate that and then potentially face further escalation during Passover? Like
when
how
is Passover?
I think it starts in like now or in like a week or a couple of days. Like it's like about to happen.
Okay.
22nd to April 30th.
Yeah, so like a week. So basically it's like, and these things move kind of slow. So like this thing happened the 1st and then the retaliation was the 14th. So like there's a 2-week span. So it's like they have time, whether or not they do it in the window, it might be like a month later. So I think with Soleimani, when the U.S. neutralized him, the Iranian leader, they retaliated like a month later on like a base, which again I don't think killed anyone or like it just like hit the base, but they gave some warning. Which again, it's just like a show of force. Like, hey, you attack our guy, we're coming back at you.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a matter of waiting. And then if they basically try to climb the escalation ladder, America might have to get involved. There might be like a plea. It's so crazy listening to these like analysts.
Yeah.
Like they have like the people that are profiting directly from war on the TV channels.
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you think we should do about this? And they're like, we need to nuke Iran.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Yeah.
This is crazy. But like a lot of them are like, yeah, we need to like
take out their nuclear program.
Every day that's happening that we're not neutralizing nuclear power in Iran, like it's just waiting for a nuclear attack from them.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then people are claiming like, oh, we need to do this and we need this defense because it's preventing a larger war.
Yeah.
Like imagine all these missiles all of a sudden hit Israel. Is their retaliation like 5 times more? Is it way greater? And now we're in a full-on nuclear war? Like, so is America's protection preventing this nuclear war?
Yeah.
It depends. These are the war games we play.
I'm not built for war, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
Just that statement. Oh, we need to nuke them. Like all the people that would die when that shit happened. It's like, it's just crazy.
Yeah. They want to hit the nuclear facility. They're like, we got to take this out. Like it's wild.
I can't have that on my jacket.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, Iran does get nuclear weapons, right? And I know that they've flexed and said that they were going to use it. If they're not even willing to escalate past this in the current conflict that they have with Israel, what evidence is there to say that they will once they have nukes, knowing full well that if they fire one, Israel's firing one immediately? It's mutually assured destruction.
That is how the Cold War.
So I don't really understand the logic behind it.
I mean, I guess depending on what perspective you would take, and I'm kind of guessing here, is that you look at like Iran's proxies and you're like, oh, they're agitating in the region. Like the last 6 months specifically, Hamas and Hezbollah have been like sending direct attacks at Israel.
Yeah.
So Israel's like, oh, they're trying to get rid of us. They're trying to eradicate
So they
us.
might not do it as themselves, but they might equip Hamas, they might equip Hezbollah.
And they have been, it seems like. And so they've already
Right.
been engaging in this proxy war with us.
Got
so
it.
even though we're not in a declared war,
That's actually a
we're
good
in
point.
war right now.
That's interesting. So Iran might not do it as themselves. They might, deny any connection whatsoever. But they have the capability of not only funding but arming a proxy that absolutely would. And Israel can't take that risk.
So it's these soft power plays where it's like, okay, it's Hamas versus Israel, but it's also kind of like America versus Iran.
Yeah.
And if they want to get involved in their alliances.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So that's why I think people like the Drake, J. Cole thing.
Yo, it's so much easier.
Yeah,
yeah,
Can I
yeah.
just
That's-
say
that's a lot
something
more fun.
about this? Like I was no. I mean this. It's like we've said this before. It's like we've been so critical of the government, the elites, the managerial class, the powers that be. It's like they give us little drama to fight over, like racism and sexism. And it's like, thank God. How much better is that
That's true.
than what the fuck is going on in the Middle East?
true.
Like, it is so much better for us to talk about how horrible racism and sexism is and be like, we got to figure this out. We got to fix this shit. Than figure out thousands of years of fucking history. Half of it is mythology. Red heifers are getting sent to the fucking Middle East. People are going to come back from the dead. Dome of the Rock is going to be exploded or not. Who knows what the fuck is going on? I want to talk about Drake and Rick Ross. I want to talk about Drake's nose.
Yeah.
It is... And the fact that we are spitting in their faces, the people in charge that have given us this kind, loving distraction. UFC 300. Yeah, we got to salute.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Fucking awesome.
We were in, where were we? Charlotte? Saturday. We were in Charlotte, and we were able to watch it in the green room. And it was, that Max Gaethje fight was fucking insane.
Unbelievable.
Beast, bro.
Unbelievable.
I remember him doing that the first time. The let's bang in the middle of the ring. He did that
Yeah.
against what's the name? I forget. But I remember watching it and being like, yo, that's so fire.
Yo,
Yeah.
Kevin told me that was gonna happen because Max is winning the whole fight, and then Kevin was like, "Yo, at the last 20 seconds, Max is gonna do this shit where he's like, let's come in the center of the ring, let's
he
just
does
swing
this
on
all
each
the
other."
time.
It's like a thing he does, like let's just go for it these last 20. He just invites the guy to the center of the ring. He won, I think every round, maybe he lost one, but to do that when you're winning against a guy with crazy knockout power, which apparently Gaethje has, I'm obviously a casual, but to see him do that and then deliver, unfucking believable. Calls him into the center of the ring. They start banging and knocks Gaethje out clean with 2 seconds left.
Yeah.
Gets fight of the night and knockout of the night. Makes $600,000.
So far.
Unbelievable, dude.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. We were going nuts. Just
Yeah, it was just crazy. Just crazy to see.
Yeah.
I mean, Max was a huge underdog in this fight. Like, he's coming up in weight to meet Gaethje, and Gaethje is, I don't think, a small 155.
No, he looks big.
Yeah. So it's like, it was unbelievable. And it's tough because it's one of the things, like, you start to meet these guys and hang out with them, and you know, they're really sweet guys. So it's hard to root for one of them in there. So you're kind of rooting for the best fight, but the best fight often hurts both of them the most.
Yeah.
It's just, it was crazy. But Max is just such a fucking stud. And now here's this example of, like, he loses the 3 fights to Volk. You think his career is going downhill. Retirement might be coming up. All of a sudden, he gets a couple big wins.
Yeah.
And this one right here, now he's on top of the fucking world.
Yeah.
I wonder if he does it to win Fight of the Nights.
Wow.
Like I wonder if that's like his strategy. Like, or maybe
I think
like,
he's just a Hawaiian who likes to bang.
he loves to
think-
big
I think
crowds.
he's just a Hawaiian who loves to fucking
Because I was looking,
bang.
he's won like 7 Fight of the Nights.
So here's the thing that he said. He's like, I knew Justin would have given me that opportunity, so I gave it to him. What that means to me is he knows he's winning the fight.
Yeah.
And he's like, Justin would have given me the opportunity to get it back, to go all in and get it back with 10 seconds left, lose all the hard work
Get
you
knocked
already put out there.
unconscious.
Exactly. So I gave him the opportunity. So he knew he was that far ahead, and he still was willing to take that risk and give him that
So
opportunity.
cool.
Yeah. He also has confidence in his chin. I think that's the big thing with Max, where he's just like, I know I can take a shot, but if I land, and there's another thing with Max, like, yes, he knocked out Korean Zombie with a big overhand right, but Max has never been known for one-punch power and has gotten these 2 like really big knockouts recently. Now he's coming up in weight, and it looks like he did it right this time.
Yeah.
When he came up in weight and fought Dustin, he didn't do it right.
Yeah.
This, he looks like he actually trained. Like, he looked like he filled out. Like, his stature, he looked more muscular.
Yeah.
Maybe he has more power at this weight.
Maybe.
I mean, so cool.
I mean, So now, I mean, the world is his. He could go back down and fight Ilya. He could maybe fight Islam at 155. Like, he could do whatever the fuck he wants. And he's one of these guys who the people love. Like, he's such an endearing fighter.
Yes.
That the next fight is going to be pay-per-view. It's going to be for a belt, and it's going to be for crazy money. And he's going to fucking cash in. And what if he wins back the belt one more time? Oh my God.
I wonder if it almost looks better for Gaethje too. Because, like, if you lose in decision, I feel like that looks one way, but losing in like just a banging like ending, I feel like looks better.
Yeah, I mean, it shows that you want to engage. I think we'll always watch Justin fight no matter what. He's just such like an engaging fighter.
Yeah.
But the thing with Justin, and I think Max brought this up, is like Justin didn't need to take this fight.
Yeah.
So Justin was in line probably to get a title shot. He's taking this fight, which is all risk and no reward. If he beats Max, everybody goes, well, yeah, you should have beat Max. You weigh more than him.
Yeah.
Like, you're more of an upside.
Yeah.
Exactly. So he has everything to lose, still takes it because he's that much of a gamer, and then he goes out in devastating fashion. But yeah, I don't think that he's hurt. Like, I think anytime he's willing to fight again, we're showing up.
Yeah.
He just might not get, well, he definitely is not getting the belt. He's not getting the shot for the belt now. Can't get the shot for the belt off of L. You know?
Yeah. It was cool that Max acknowledged that too. That was like the first thing he said, the post-fight.
Yo, Max is the fucking...
He's awesome.
He said this shit about the Ilya Taporia guy. Like, they're like, Ilya was kind of looking the other way after the knockout. And then Max, initially, if you're Max, like a reporter's asking that question, they're trying to get a good soundbite out of you. Max, knee-jerk goes, well, I mean, I don't know who he is. Like, maybe he's socially awkward. He doesn't know how to behave in that moment. Like, he had this really, like, empathic reaction.
Yeah.
You just knocked the guy out. You got all the fucking adrenaline going through your system. It's easy to go, fuck that guy, I'm going to take him out. Instead, he goes, well, maybe he didn't know what to do with himself in that moment. Like, so what a beautiful thing to say.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's fire.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, and a thoughtful thing to say. You are the guy, like, and also think of it, if you're Ilya, you just watch the guy that now you have to fight brutally knock someone out that was bigger than you by 10 pounds.
Yeah.
And box beautifully throughout the 5 rounds. Of course you're not going, awesome, let's go. You're thinking, you're like, how do I take this guy out? How do I beat him? Like, and you know the camera's gonna be on you. Anyway, Max is a fucking man.
Yeah,
and hopefully Justin, you know, rests up and he's good. You know, shout out to Justin as well.
You know,
man.
what was
Love
also fire is Henry Cejudo and Kelvin Gastelum came to the shows in Tempe.
Yeah.
First of all, they're both fucking awesome guys. Shouts to you guys. But what was also cool, I had to miss the last fight of the night, the Pereira fight. And then they went and watched my set, then we all get off. And then I just hear them analyzing.
What were they saying? What was their takes on?
Well, they said something that was interesting about Pereira. I'm just like, this guy scares the fuck out of me. I'm so glad Izzy doesn't want to fight him again. We love Izzy. He's terrifying. And then Henry's like, he also is really good at picking his fights. He is fucking great, but he also picked very intelligently. And he has like a kind of like a mentor-mentee relationship with Kelvin a little bit.
Okay.
Where he's like, Kelvin, because Kelvin seems like he'll just fight anybody. I don't give a fuck. And he's like, Kelvin, look what Pereira did. He went at the big dogs, got title shots early, got guys that matched up with his style. He was very intelligent in how he picked his fights. And that's not to say he's not awesome. He's fucking awesome. But he also did it very intelligently. And I just thought that was a take where I'm such a casual. I'm looking at this guy like, oh, well, that's just God in a ring.
I think what
he
Kelvin
cannot be
is
touched.
trying to say is that, like, he picked fights with guys that are known for their striking.
Yes.
And Poatan's strength is his striking. He's coming from kickboxing.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a big jiu-jitsu background.
Yes.
It's wrestling. He doesn't have it all. So what he's probably saying is if he was in there with a traditional wrestler,
It wouldn't be as good of a match.
maybe it wouldn't be great. But that being said, he came into the UFC, and the UFC, I'm sure, brought him in for one reason. There's one guy on the planet that brutally knocked out their superstar named Israel Adesanya.
Yeah.
And that man is Poatan.
Yeah.
So they're like, if we get this guy in and we feed him a couple guys that he can knock out, we can build up this big fight, and boom, we're going to make tons of money. And it worked. And then they had another one, and it worked perfectly. So it wasn't, I don't think, as much him picking his fights. I think it was the UFC knowing, we want Izzy to fight this guy, because that's what everybody wants.
Yeah.
And then after that, the other people that have been the champs or the people in line have been strikers.
Yeah.
Like the fact that Jamal Hill wanted to strike with him. I mean, it shows Jamal's confidence in his striking, but shit. The next person that gets in there with him is going for the fucking legs.
And before the fight, we went to lunch, and then we were asking him about Jamal Hill's chances, and Henry was like, no. Pereira is not. Pereira is different.
I mean,
as
the
a
first
striker.
punch he throws, it
Yeah.
concussed him. It was great.
Unbelievable. And to get
And I like the hit that.
Yo, what was that?
The Kabi Lane, bro.
What is that?
The TikTok dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Italian kid who'll like do some shit and then show how you should do it easier.
Yeah. That's
Is
funny you call
Italian?
him Italian. It's the
He's
black kid with
clearly
little
Italian.
teeth.
No,
the black kid with
He's
little
the most
teeth.
clearly Italian.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
ever seen in my life.
That's adorable. That
That
was
guy's
the most
so Italian.
adorable
That was
woke
nice.
shit I've ever seen in my
That's,
entire life.
he's so Italian.
Listen, he's probably never been to Africa. You could call him the African kid, and everybody knows who the fuck you're talking about.
That guy's Italian, but I don't even see.
Yeah.
Why is he African?
Sicilian.
Yeah, he might be Sicilian.
yeah. But yeah, it was just fucking crazy, that fight. I mean,
I didn't. Yeah, so I just saw the highlights. He got tapped in the nuts, and then the ref was gonna do something. And he was just like, "Chill."
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
just knocked the motherfucker out.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's like Thanos type shit.
Like,
Let him have fun.
How
Yeah.
many fights has he had so far, Pereira?
in the UFC?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not that
so
many.
kickboxing, but in the UFC, not that many.
And I forget what it was. I think it was like 7, 8 fights. He's knocked out, or he's beaten 5 belt holders.
Yeah,
It's like crazy. Like
Yeah.
Strickland, Izzy, like,
yeah,
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, in fairness, like he beat Strickland before he was a champ, but
sure.
it's unprecedented.
Yeah.
Like,
Now the UFC's killing it, and they just announced the McGregor fight,
Oh yeah.
like McGregor Chandler. So that's gonna be
That's
wild.
in
Like,
June.
I mean, yeah, they're just killing it. They just keep on doing it. They have a great roster of fighters that and they've conditioned a style which is it rewards brutality. Like that's the thing. The fighters know if they go in there and perform, they make more money. Where boxing, they go, if I just win, I'll get more money. So a lot of times boxing matches don't have even close to the brutality because they have been rewarded for victory. Whereas UFC is, even if you lose in an exciting way,
that's the fight of the night shit. Like
Yeah.
that is, they should keep that for every
but
card. Like
it's so smart. Like that.
Yeah.
That's the thing with UFC. It's more than just like, okay, yeah, we established this business and then we fucking put on some shows. It's the way you've curated a culture of fighting and the way that you've curated an expectation for your fighters and your fans. Because now, if the fighters go out there and fight an awesome fight, like for example, Aljamain went out there and he fought Cater, right?
That was awesome too. Yeah.
So
Shout out.
he fought, shout out. He fought an awesome technical fight, dominated Cater,
Yeah.
right? Like at one point suplexed him.
Yeah, that shit was
DDT. It was
crazy.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But it wasn't as engaging and exciting as the UFC fans are used to, right? And he even acknowledged it. I think Dana like defended him, but he goes in there knowing it. And he's like, and he's in a tricky situation where he's like, this is how I know I can beat these guys. But if I want to make the most money, I'm gonna have to take more risk and probably change certain aspects of my style or just do DDTs nonstop. Because he knows the culture of the UFC and what the fans want.
Yeah.
And that's important. Boxing did not have that.
Yeah.
Boxing was, all right, I'm going to stick a move. I love boxing, so I like it, but I'm going to stick a move, not get touched, and then win the belt, and then somebody got to try and get the belt for me.
Yeah.
And since there was nothing else for us to watch in terms of fight sports that we cared about, we just paid for it every single time.
Yeah, it's-
Now there is. So you better be fucking exciting. Now we're watching Gervonta, because
Yeah.
Gervonta's knocking your fucking head off.
Yeah.
yeah, there's another path. Like if you're not like, oh, I'm not the most technical guy. I'm like a journeyman fighter.
Bro.
But I can put on a show. It's like, yeah, you can make an amazing career.
I mean, I love Floyd, right? Floyd is my favorite ever. I think he's the greatest boxer ever. I think he's the greatest great ever. I don't know if Floyd is even close to as big if he is around at this time. He'd be as successful without a doubt. Or maybe he would change his style. But knowing, the fans knowing they could go watch UFC and watch carnage and brutality and knockouts and blood, I don't know if they're signing up to watch him perfectly defend and outpoint his opponent. I don't know if he would be as big. He would be as dominant without a doubt. There's not even a question. I wonder if he would change his style and take more risk specifically to compete with what was going on in the UFC.
Possibly, but I just think the lead up to the fights and the marketing, the branding.
He's
and
fantastic.
He sold a story where it's like, oh, I want to see this guy lose. 'Cause-
Yeah. No, you're right. No, he got in our hearts. He played the emotions. Like this Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney fight, like
Yeah.
we're going to watch it.
I'm looking forward to this.
We're going to watch it. He and Ryan deserves 90% of the money for this fight. I don't know if Devin said anything the entire time. He's just there. Devin could be like, I'm not fighting. This is with all due respect. Devin go, I'm not fighting. And Ryan can go, okay, I'm fighting Margot Robbie.
Way better.
The same amount of people, if not more, are showing up to watch that fight. He is carrying this promotion on his fucking back. Devin should be thanking him every day in the DM. They're facing off each other, talking shit, cursing. Who are you cursing at? That man's getting you paid. He's gonna pay for your kids. They're gonna make crazy money on this fight because Ryan convinced everybody he's fucking crazy.
Yeah, what is? Do you think it's an act?
Whatever it is, Devin's getting paid. Devin should be showing up and shaking hands, giving him a hug, asking him if he needs any bipolar medication, and then replacing it with placebo so Ryan keeps on doing what he's doing. Get out the way and let the man cook.
This motherfucker is nuts.
Nah, he going for it. He going for it.
Of course, bro. He saw a fucking humiliation ritual. He saw a fucking.
Yeah, he was in Bohemian Grove.
Yeah. You'd be nuts too if you saw kids get sacrificed.
Yeah, that was the most arrogant part. Is you think you're famous enough for all that? Like they're gonna show you the humiliation ritual? Come on.
Yeah, they tied him.
You're not that big.
They went out to Victorville, California.
Yeah.
They scooped you up and they're like, "This is the one."
Yeah.
But no, he's fucking promoting this fight. He's saying all that dumb shit, and I think that he's smart enough to know. I think he's an internet kid. He grew up with it. He understands it. He understands the touch points, and he's just, I'm gonna let it rip. That's me personally. And good for him.
Yes.
Yeah, and I actually hope it's that because I don't want it to be the other.
He sounds like Kanye off the meds.
Yeah, this sounds like a guy who's spiraling, and it's probably some mental health stuff to me.
Yeah, and listen, I just hope it's not that.
Yeah, well, Kanye also is a great promoter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, two things can be true.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah, Ryan hasn't gone anti-Semitic yet, I don't think.
So that's how you know.
That's the next fight.
Yeah, once they go.
That's the next fight.
Yeah. Once they go anti-Semitic, you're like, oh, yeah, it's real now.
It's real, yeah.
So, yeah, UFC 300 was fucking crazy.
It was wild.
Awesome.
Amazing card.
Just an amazing card. Yeah, it was just, they did it. They keep doing it every single time. I'm curious about this Chandler-McGregor fight.
Dude, the way he announced it, I saw the clip of Dana announcing it. He, like, gets a piece of paper while he's doing the news conference. He's like, wow, I've never had this happen before. I don't know what this is. And then he reads it and he goes, oh, all right. I guess this is a good time to announce it or whatever. And then he does the announcement, but just great.
What did the audience do when he said that?
It was a press conference, so there was some little murmurs, but it wasn't like an audio. It was like the press conference, and it was just to get a piece of paper and be like, oh, what is this? I've never had this happen. I'm sure he knew what was going to happen. I'm sure it's his idea.
All set.
But to be like, oh, what's this interrupting my press conference?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be crazy. All right, what else we got going on?
I would need to see this, had dinner next to Larry David.
Oh, yeah, Mark and
how
I had
crazy
dinner next
is
to
it?
Larry David.
Hey, I need to know about this.
This is insane.
Mark, tell us.
So we're just sitting there. This is the craziest thing. So I walk into the restaurant and they were like, okay, where do you guys want to sit? And I was like, they tried to put us at a table, 2 chairs. And I was like, is there any way we could sit like a booth? I like a booth. You know what I mean? It's nice, like stretch out.
Larry likes a booth?
I had no idea. I didn't even think about him liking a booth when I made the decision. I was just like, this is fine. Can we move over here? And they were like, that booth is taken, but the booth right next to that booth is wide open. So I was like, all right, bet. I'm sitting there, little corner booth, hanging out, having a great time, eating food. Schultz comes, sits down next to me. We're just chit-chatting. And in the middle of him talking...
This is in L.A.?
Yeah. In the middle of a sentence, he's just like, so anyway, yeah, I think one of the things that honestly, holy shit, that's Larry David. But sometimes he does this, though, where we'll be hanging out, and he'll just be like, oh my God, is that Dana White? And it'll just be a bald guy or something. Like, he'll just like, be like, Alex is here? And it's just a black guy. Yeah, he just be like, oh, that's someone. So I was like, oh, hilarious, he's going to be an old guy over here. So I look over, and I was like, holy shit, that's Larry David. And then the person brings him over, like the maitre d' is like walking him, and just walking directly at our table, hits a right, and he's sitting as far away as me and Andrew right now.
Oh, fuck.
He's just sitting there with his daughter, just enjoying
Are
him.
you guys listening to... I wouldn't talk the whole dinner. I would just listen to Larry David talk.
It was hard.
It felt like there was some personal stuff going, so like I just kind of checked out. I didn't even say hello or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because it felt like there was some personal stuff going on. If it was just like a boring lunch date, I would have definitely on the way out be like, hey man, thank you so much, love your work.
Yeah, he's with his daughter.
I wanted to cause a problem. I wanted to be like, my food is cold. Isn't that annoying, right, Larry?
Yeah. That's the moment to see if he's really about it.
Be like, oh, what should I do with my cold food? Should I send it back? And if he's just like, nah, just eat it, man. That's fine. And I'd be like, yo, you fucking
fraud.
What the hell?
Yeah.
This has all been an act? But no, it was like so crazy. I was so nervous. And then your boy, Alex, he came down.
Yeah. Alex comes by.
Barber Alex.
Barber Alex comes by and he sits down and he's literally looking at Larry David the entire time.
And we keep looking at him being like, bro, isn't this crazy? He's like, bro, it's wild, right?
He had no clue it was Larry David. I was like, how crazy is that? We're sitting next to Larry David. And he goes, that was Larry David? Where? He's sitting in the seat that's directly across from him. No clue.
We were asking, we were like, what did you think we were talking about when we were saying it's crazy? It's like, just the food. We thought the food was
so
bomb.
good.
It was wild, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
Nah, shit was crazy. Listen, guys, well, obviously we solved abortion. We solved everything. But there's many more things to solve. And we'll be doing them on Patreon.
Yeah.
And
I got some OJ heat, I gotta tell y'all.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell
you
yeah.
got the real conspiracy?
We figured out he's innocent and might be the greatest father of all time.
Yeah. This is a fun one.
We'll see you there. Peace.